Hey guys, just going to do a little live tonight. Put up a third shelf. You can see it back here behind me. There's so many bourbons I have down off the camera that you can't see. So I'm decided to put up a shelf and bring things up to the surface. But mostly, if someone's not doing anything tonight, you don't have anybody to hang out with, you can come hang out right here. And I may I'll put the link out here shortly if anybody wants to come up. We're just hanging out on Christmas Eve. We had our dinner earlier. We had tamales. I had my mother-in-law over. We had the kids came down, and then we all had our little get together. So that's over with, and we're all doing our own thing now. So if anybody needs a place to crash, here we go. We've got it started already. So let me go ahead and grab the link here, and I'll post this out a few times if we have more and more people join. But if anybody wants to come up with me, here we go. This is just a friendly little old Christmas Eve hangout. That's all this is. Hey, Pigskin, how's it going? Peppers and Kentucky Living, how is it going? I'm just sipping on German beer. It's the last one from my advent calendar. Got that thing from Costco that had all the 24 assorted German mostly Pilsners. Some of them are Bock. This is a Bock. Pretty good. I like Shiner better, but hey, this one's all right. Not bad at all. Yeah, like I said, this is just a hangout. If you got nothing else to do, jump on up here, or I'll just entertain you in the chat. Like I said, I got the shelf up behind me. I'm going to finish spreading these bottles out a little bit. I actually have a lot more down there. I have this bottom shelf right here is actually it's a cabinet with two more shelves in it down to the floor. It's the first one's like right off the floor, and then it has a middle shelf, and this is the top of it. And that's all you can really see on here. And I had all these bourbons just kind of piled in there. And I just wanted to expand it up and get more stuff up here where you can see it. And, expansive collection. But, hey, I'll think about it. I mean, my studio lights are doing pretty good. I was worried about shadows casting, but you can still see Go Home Cat, You're Drunk behind the shelf there. Lighting up pretty good under there. Not too many shadows, but you can see there's a shadow right here. I would like to eliminate that. I may get some LED lights to run back in there eventually, and light those things up a little bit, maybe in a nice golden hue or a blue or something like that. Be pretty cool. I don't want to rip anybody else off, I think Whiskey Nose has blue lights. I may do something like amber lights or something. But I hope everyone's having a good time. And yeah, we had a great little meal earlier, a little visit with a small group of family get together. And we had the tamales and cheese quesos to go on them and all of that, and then some homemade cookies and stuff. So yeah, we had a good time. Old Humble Distilling Company Special Reserve Whiskey. I got a friend request from Mr. Old Humble himself today, and I accepted that. So we're now connected on Facebook. So I'll see if I can wheedle out a couple of samples from him or something in the near future. I haven't tried Old Humble yet. I can't get it here. So I moved out here from Texas. I could have gotten it all over the place out there, but I haven't tried it yet. You ever heard of eggnog? Yeah, that's RB. How's it going, man? Yeah, just hanging out, letting people have a place to crash if they don't have anything better to do. But tomorrow's Christmas morning, so I'm not going to be on here too horribly late. When I say that, I mean, it could be midnight before I go to bed, but my kids sleep in. They're not like rise and shine before the sun and all that excitement. And nah. It's like, we'll get up in a little bit. Steve's channel, Merry Christmas. Hey, I hope everybody's having a great day today. And it's 5 hours later over in 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's Christmas. It's Christmas morning for you then, Steve, isn't it? In the UK, barely Christmas morning because it's still Christmas Eve here. But yeah, I think it looks a little more impressive. I'm going to move some more bottles up. I just hurried up and got some stuff up there on that top shelf, and now that I'm looking, I see gaps in there. I like to spread them out where I don't have the gaps. Over here is okay, and then it comes over here, and then there's bottles straight behind other bottles. I'll have to stagger those just a little bit. So, oh, I'm sure it is fantastic. I can't wait. Barely Christmas. All right. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm OCD about this stuff. I have to move these bottles just a little bit. Let's see here. This one's off. We'll move that over. Let's see. Fill in that gap. This one has to move over. There we go. Now we're getting there. We'll slide this one here. We'll move. There, look at that. Look how neat that is. Just kind of shift things around. And then all of a sudden, you got it packed in there. There we go. Now we can see labels. Yeah, that's part of the reason I wanted to jump up here, because I wanted to fiddle around with my shelf. But yeah, I have a top shelf now. Not that everything on there is top shelf, but I did put a lot of my better bourbons up on top. I have the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B520, the Calumet 15, the Bell Mead Cast Strength Reserve from a couple of years ago. It was really good. The Elijah Craig 18's up there, but I wouldn't count everything up there being like top stuff. All right, I'm gonna pop this out there again in case somebody's just joining. Hey, if anybody wants to join me, here it is. I may go over to Facebook and post it just to see. We have that group chat on Facebook. But yeah, I'm just going to hang out here. And we will chit chat, and RB and I may get into some stories, or I'll tell them. RB can jog my memory about it. And I will do that. Oops, that was the wrong. Oh, well, that was, I thought that was the group chat. This is the group chat right here. Right there. That's all right. I don't mind if that other person wants to jump up either. But I accidentally sent it to Shernette. I thought the top thing was the, I'm pretty sure she's busy. She got kids. And, well, I do too, but they're older. So, RB and I, so RB that was on here, I don't know if he's still on, but anyway, he was here. Used to work together, and we do compliance, and he did privacy and I did security. And then when I switched over to a new place, I started getting into privacy and security for healthcare systems. And that's what took me to where I am today. And I work for an insurance company now doing security related stuff. Hey, yeah, I thought I'd pop in and say hi. Have a great one. Hey, guys, Merry Christmas, and have a great weekend, rest of the evening, and tomorrow have a great day. And we've been through a lot together, and we used to go hang out every once in a while. And it was one of those, you can't do it all the time or it'll hurt you. But we would do an outing, and we called it Anno Chad. And that's an acronym for something. And I'm not really going to say the whole thing on here, but it was a wild night, put it that way. And I remember one night, I still use the phrase, you keep throwing pickles at the wall to see if they'll stick. So that wasn't really an Anochad night. That was just a regular night out. But we had a room over on Beltline in Addison, and we were working for a healthcare system, and they had rooms you could get for discount rate and stuff, as long as no families were using them or anything. And it was a weekend; no one was in the rooms. And so we grabbed a room so we wouldn't have to drive, and we could just go up and down Beltline. And they had bars where they would open the garage doors at night, and they would, be an indoor-outdoor type setup. And we were with, I believe, Richard, that was the night we were with Mark the Model, I believe it was. New Year's Eve, yeah, but not Anochad. And so Mark the Model, as he was so dubbed, was a pretty boy. Put me to shame for sure. And he could just walk up to it, and the girls were all over him. And he told us before he went over there, he said, I'm gonna spill my drink on this girl, and she won't even care. I believe she cared, but anyway. So we get back to the hotel, a little suite, embassy thing or whatever it was. Homewood Suites or something like that. I forget what it was. And there were 2 bedrooms and a kitchen and a living room area and all that. And we had gotten McDonald's. I wanted to stop in to say hello. Hey, Merry Christmas, Operation Capsation. And so we were sitting there, and I forget who it was, but somebody's like, man, I don't like pickles. And we had just gotten regular cheeseburgers. And they opened the thing up, and they took a pickle and just tossed it. And of course, it has the ketchup on it and all that. And it went over and it hit the wall and stuck. And then it became a game. And we were we would call shots and try to throw pickles and get them. We did clean up. We did not leave the place a mess. Because, they'll charge you a fee. But I cleaned up the next morning. But yeah, that was sticking pickles. And that was part of that. All right, well, I'm going to bring this guy up for a little bit. No one else is coming up, but hey, if things get rough, Fulton, how's it going?
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And it's Christmas Eve, so.
Yes, it is.
Those who are in town, flight attendant training. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah, there's nothing better than flight attendants in training.
I've got my drinks.
Got your drinks. Alex Bruyere, how's it going?
And we're gonna have some drinks tonight. I guess
yeah?
we're gonna put some
what you sipping on there?
Let's see. I think we have some margaritas.
Okay. I take it you're 21 or older.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure. I was just making
22,
sure.
And my brother's 21.
Wait. How old did you say you were?
22, and my brother's 21 as well.
I would be like, Fulton, you're not damn 42. It's like all right, 22.
Yep. We were wondering, Jody, if I have a GoFundMe page for my dad. We were wondering, because it's a fundraiser to help him heal better and for his recovery. I was wondering if I could put that in the chat for you guys.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure if I'm a moderator or anything.
I don't know if you're a moderator. I don't think you are, but we'll tell you what. Let me what's the name of it?
Let me see if I can send it on private chat.
Yeah, because if you can give me the link, I'll post it over there. Season of Giving. Alex, how's it going?
Not bad. How are you?
All right. Fulton's grabbing a GoFundMe link for his dad right quick, and I figured we'd post it out there and let people give if they can, since it's the season of giving and we're Christmas Eve and all that stuff.
Sounds good. You guys must be feeling amazing today.
Actually, I don't know if you heard me say several times last night, I was taking it easy because somebody has to fly this space shuttle. So I don't feel too bad.
Yeah, I know. I behave.
Did you get it in the private chat there? Are you putting it in?
Yep.
Okay.
It's in there.
All right. So the link, and this is to help your dad, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. And I will come back over here and we will put it in right there. That link I just posted is for, and so is he health issues?
Yeah, he's got. We just had an update last night. He just had surgery on his ankle and his shoulder. And he's having surgery next week.
Man. So does he have just bad joints, or is he getting an accident, or what?
He got in an accident.
Okay.
He got hit by a car, so on Monday night.
Damn. So was he hit by a car? Like was he walking or?
Yes, he was walking with his motorcycle home, and it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it sounds like it, man. And that just happened right before Christmas, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so an unexpected accident happened to Fulton's dad. If anybody can give to the GoFundMe, there it is. Anything will help and help salvage some merry in the Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm talking to him tomorrow on Christmas Day tomorrow.
Well, I hate to hear that for you, Fulton, but hey, at least he's still breathing and still talking.
Yeah. We'll keep you updated and see how he's feeling. Like I said, I think we're gonna talk to him tomorrow and figure out how he's feeling, but we'll let you know.
All right, sounds good. I don't even know if I can pronounce that name in the chat. I don't know what VASF Tech is either. So
That's those stupid bots that come out. Everybody's channel, man.
yeah, I don't know what that is because my first name's Jody, so that's looks like Jodick.
Yeah, Joe Dick.
Yeah, hey, that works for me. I don't really care.
Yeah, I've been on so many channels in the last week, and these friggin' things pop up everywhere. It doesn't matter if you have one person in or 80. It's like
Yeah, and I remember a while back I had like 180 subscribers or something, and I got my first bot attack on my comments section of a couple of videos, and it was like, and they would post stupid things like girl something 1 minute 27 seconds or something, and I'm like, okay, hey Crazy Ann, how's it going?
Hey, Crazy Ann.
I'm doing Crazy Ann. I'm doing actually pretty good. But now, I mean, somebody, they would hit several videos, and I was deleting them at first, and finally I was like, I don't have time for this shit because it kept coming. I just leave them in there. I don't care. It's another comment.
Yeah. Crazy Ann. I might have a drink. I'll see. I don't know what I'm going to drink yet.
I'm just drinking beer.
And then, Jody, on Monday night, the call didn't stop. It just kept on going on.
What's that now?
The call didn't stop, so the call just went on.
Oh, hit and run. Holy moly.
Yep.
Oh, so did you get the description of the car?
We don't know yet. I don't know if they have that.
I mean, it's kind of hard to do when you just got run over. It's like, it was red. It was,
Start out with some rye. Why not?
What you got there?
Well, I was searching all over the place at the city I had to go to the other day. Couldn't find anything except for Buffalo Trace, and then I seen this. It's just Woodford
okay.
Rye.
Yeah. Yep. I've had that.
never tried it. I like it. It's
Yeah,
nice.
Woodford's already a little bit sweeter than the average bourbon.
And
And
I'll use this glass even. I think it's suited.
there you go. That's it. Bourbon Bounty etched. Yeah, the next round is probably going to be laser engraved.
Oh yeah.
I have 10 glasses unboxed back here behind me. Those are actually crystal, no lead crystal. So
I've never had one of these glasses. I have like Kenzie's and Glencairns, but I've never had one of these.
yeah, I mean, I like them because the base on them, I'm not dainty, and the base is way more substantial than the Glencairn.
Oh yeah.
These
Sure.
feel tippy to me. You know, bump it with my arm. These hold up, and the top of them are identical.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
There.
you know, so if you get a Glencairn topper, it
Yeah.
will top that
Point.
glass. You know, the little lid.
Oh yeah.
And but yeah, it still has the same, and the width on the bulb is identical. It's
Yeah.
just that base down there is thicker.
It's just huge. You have a thicker base, Jody.
That's right. It's all about that base.
Yeah. Don't start singing.
That was bad.
Cause me to drink.
That was a dad joke. Hey, Kathy Bates, how's it going? All right, I posted the link in the chat if anybody wants to jump up here. This is just free for all,
Yeah.
unplanned. Dorito, how's it going?
Traffic cams on every intersection.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they probably made a police report on the hit and run.
Yeah. I'm
No,
sure they have everything.
Yep. Uh-oh. Fulton is disconnected.
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. Oh.
See.
There you go, Jody.
All right, you got the Seagrams.
Yeah.
Golden wine cooler. Remember that commercial?
I think I might try some of those sometime.
So back before Die Hard, Bruce Willis used to be in this rom-com called Moonlighting.
Oh yeah.
And it was kind of like Remington Steele type shit, you know?
Oh, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
So,
yeah,
Jody, you got
they
the
had-
wild berry.
yeah.
You got the wild berries, classic lime warrior,
Yep. All
Margarita.
those fruity
Jamaican Me
flavors.
Happy, Strawberry Daiquiri, Collapsible Colada, Passion Fruit Mango.
Yeah, Calypso. Yeah, those hurt my stomach. I can't drink those. The bubbles in them are they're too carbonated or something. They swell up on my stomach.
Too sweet for me now.
Oh,
No.
that too. Yeah. Yeah, if you mix them with whiskey, they're better.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
I'll
just
try
made a
those.
second batch of aged eggnog. My first batch was way too sweet. The second batch, I cut it down. I want to see how that turns out. I can't do sweet drinking anymore.
No, man. I tried to make those drinks last night.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. And I did. I drank 1.5 sweet drinks because I drank half of each one of them.
Yeah.
You know, I had 3. And, you know, I was telling my wife about it this morning. I was taking them in there trying to rinse all that lactose out of those glasses, you know, before I put them in the dishwasher. And she's like, how was it? And I was like, too much. And she's like, yeah, one of those is probably plenty.
Well, it's
But,
just too rich. Like,
Oh, yeah. And I made it with Ghirardelli chocolate chips and the white chocolate. And
Yeah.
I mean, I held nothing back. I'm sure some people would have loved that stuff.
yeah. I mean, it is. I don't mind. Actually, these eggnogs that I'm making are actually, what is that called? Like lactate. So it doesn't have
Oh yeah. And I get that if you want to get a second mortgage on your home to buy milk, yeah.
I wanted to be able to have something that my wife and myself do. So you're enjoying something. Next thing you know, you're not going later on.
I
You
know.
enjoyed something, right?
Yeah, well, for me, like my wife makes these things like on Christmas morning, we have like monkey bread with the biscuits and the
Oh,
sugar and all that.
Those are really good.
But she also makes these things called pancake dippers, where she puts the bacon in the oven.
Yeah.
And then it's done, but they're all perfectly straight, you know, because you bake them on the rack,
Yep.
and then she puts them on the griddle and pours pancake batter on them.
Oh, nice.
And then when the pancake gets ready on one side, you flip it, and of course the bacon's elevated at that point. And as soon as it gets done, they're oval pancakes like this, and they have a strip of bacon in the middle of them, so you get that salty
nice.
kick. And then she's from Maine,
Yeah.
so we get our maple syrup from, like, we order it, you know, coming from Vermont and Maine and all that, and it's real maple syrup. And I want to drink a half gallon of milk while I eat those things, and so for those special occasions, I'll get the Lactaid, and I'll drink a half a gallon, almost the whole thing.
Like, we like milk. It's just because I'm only making batches of like 4 wine bottles of this stuff, and I give them to my brother and this and that. I just don't want somebody like who knows nowadays. I know my wife can be lactose, so but
Yeah.
just
No,
enjoy.
I mean, for me, like, I can eat cheese, not a whole hell of a lot of it, but I don't. Excuse me, I don't worry about it too much. It's just you know when it's building up, and so I can do things, and then I have to wait a couple of days before I get back into it again. I mean, if I ate a bowl of cereal every morning, I would stay messed up all the time.
Yeah. No, and that's like me. I like milk. I do. I used to like it a lot more. My son, when he was living with me, holy Christ, he was going through a jug of milk a day.
Oh yeah.
So much, man. But yeah, that's what it is.
Well, the dentist told me, he said he was doing some work on my teeth, you know, because these things don't come natural. You have to have work done. But you know, braces, Invisalign, caps, whatever. And he told me, he said, man, you have the heart. He said, have you ever had a broken bone? And I said, only one. And well, 2 actually, but I had the only one that anyone knows about. I broke my collarbone. It was like a hairline fracture.
Yeah.
I played football. It was probably a shoulder pad hit it, you know, and I didn't even know. And I was still trying to, like, curl weights and stuff. And I could curl the weights and it didn't hurt. But when I laid down to go to sleep, it was killing me. And I called it like tendonitis or something.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until years later when I got in a motorcycle accident. And of course, they x-ray you all over, you know, when you have something like that. And it was one of those going about 60 around a curve and gravel in the road. And my back wheel walked out from under me and I just set it down and slid on my butt, you know.
Yeah.
And it was all right. I was pretty sore, but I didn't break anything. But they said, yeah, you have an old hairline fracture in your collarbone.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, no broken bones.
The only thing, I think I may have broken my nose. My nose has always been crooked, and it buggers me up for breathing.
Yep.
But I don't remember doing it. I've been hit my nose quite a few times from different sports that I've been in.
Right.
But I don't recall ever a broken nose, like, you know what I mean, like bleeding or pressure. And
man, I'll tell you what. But see,
in my face, like everything.
that's not even a bone break. That's a cartilage separation.
Yeah.
You know, and I've had it. Lil Jay that was in the chat, the guy that was in the Yankees, getting called up to the Yankees to pitch, and he was in the military and he couldn't accept, and then he got shrapnel, and then he couldn't do it after that.
Yeah.
But he could throw 100-mile-per-hour fastball plus, and we were warming up outside. We were playing intramural softball in the military, and we were out beside the field warming up, and there's a parking lot over there. And of course, right before the parking lot, there's a sidewalk, and he hums this softball, and I'm trying to scoop and catch it. And the ball's coming down, and I'm trying to judge the hop into my glove, and it hits the edge of the sidewalk and comes straight back into my face. And when it did, I was leaning over like really far trying to get my glove on this thing, and it just stood me straight up. And my nose was over here.
Ugh.
And back then, I had to go to the flight surgeon, you know.
Yeah.
And
Doritos said 7 times.
7 times. So I went to the flight surgeon, and she's like, I can do it or you can do it. And I'm like, do what? And she put a mirror in front of my face.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's ugly. And she's like, yeah. And it wasn't bleeding or anything. And she goes, go over the sink, put your hands like this, put them down over your nose. And she said, when you do it, She said, don't hesitate. She said, you
Wow.
have to commit. And she said, if you don't think you can do it, I'll do it. So I was like, okay. So I went over there and I put my hands on there and I pow. And as soon as I did, it was like the floodgates opened and it was like water and blood and everything coming out.
Well, that's the one doctor when I got hit in the. So I don't know if you know what broom ball is.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like hockey, but you're on boots and you run
Yeah.
around. Well, no face masks, right? So I slid and knocked a ball away from somebody who was just winding up, and they went full swing, right, and caught me right in the face.
Bam.
And then I just put my head down, right, because your eyes are just watering. Everything is like, oh. So afterwards, my pressure in my face was so intense. I went to the hospital. It wasn't broken or nothing. They must have hit me just right.
Yeah.
The doctor said though, he says the best thing that can happen if you get hit in the nose, it bleeds. The worst thing can happen is it doesn't bleed.
Doesn't bleed.
Blood
Yep.
is going somewhere.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. I didn't fall backwards. I tell you what, when I popped my nose back in place, I was an old tough soldier. I was like, oh, nothing could bother me, and I did that, and I felt my right knee kind of get wobbly a little, and I caught the sink and pushed myself back up. I mean, there was a few seconds there where I was about to go down.
That's your body going into a shock, eh?
Yeah.
Because that's like intense. You don't realize about how intense it just was to your body.
Yeah, hairline fractures heal. Yeah, your body heals itself. It is when the break is so bad they have to reset it because the calcium will build up around the break. Yeah.
When they X-ray, it'll be like having a scar on your bones.
Yep.
In a sense. They'll see it.
Yeah, they heal, but yeah, it leaves a line there. What's up,
Yeah,
Bourbon
one time I bugged my arm on the trampoline, and I had to go to the hospital for it. And then,
So was it on the trampoline or did you fly off the trampoline?
let's see.
Hard to remember.
It is. Carson, do you remember when you?
All right, Dorito.
What's happening?
All I gotta say, if
Christmas.
your nose is broken
Eve.
7 times, it's looking good now.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, dude. Well, that's kind of why I popped up. I come right one of like the third or fourth time I have my nose broken. It was a little bit one direction, and me and my brother were scrapping, and he kind of started beating on me. So I got up and ran around the house and thought I could get to it because our rooms were separate from the house. We had back houses growing up.
Yeah.
And so I thought I could run around the yard and through the front of the house and then run around to the other side of the house and get in. Well, my brother let me get away, and I come hauling ass around the corner to go to run into my room thinking, yeah, I see it. I'm like, and as soon as I come around the corner, I see this PVC pipe coming at me, flexing, full on flexing. And I was like, he hit me right in the nose, and he hit me so hard, it busted my nose and pushed it back to the other side. So that feeling that you're talking about, the feeling when you get hit, you just don't realize it because your adrenaline's so pumped.
Yep.
And trust me, after a few times when you break your nose, the pain doesn't go away, but you do learn how to grab your nose and start shifting it.
Yep.
To try and get that sucker straight.
Now,
That's
I'm just
first
going to tell
thing
y'all,
you
be careful. You can't unsee it. But look at my eyes and look at where my nose is. My nose is a little further that way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Same with mine goes this way.
Yep.
Curves over. But it sucks with glasses because like your glasses don't sit sometimes right.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm Sicilian. My nose is actually supposed to be a little bit bigger, but it's been pummeled. See that?
Yep.
It's well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey,
Merry Christmas. It's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. I've seen you around, I think, before, Alex.
Oh, I'm always around somewhere. I'm the friendly Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
But I just wanted to pop up and say Merry Christmas real quick and tell my little nose story.
All right.
Christmas.
Sounds
I'll
good,
come back
man.
a little later. I was just getting some stuff ready and playing some video games with the kiddos to divert them.
Nice.
So what do y'all think about? What do you think about the taller shelf system back here?
That's
Oh.
nice.
Getting some of those
But that's
hidden
not
bourbons.
Memorex. That's actually your setup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is it right here. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
It makes noise when I touch it.
Yeah. Nice.
That's awesome.
Looks good, man. A lot of bottles. A lot of bottles.
Yeah. There's more down there. I can't fit them all up top. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I had to put shelving up right here in front of me because I don't want to buy a third cabinet because I'm running
Yeah.
out of room in here in this room. So I still have like 16 bottles sitting in the States at my cousin's house, and she can only bring one bottle at a time across the border to me. It's like,
oh man. And I have all my duplicate bottles are over there on the other shelf that you can't see.
That's funny. It's the same with Mexico, too. You can only bring one bottle over the border.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, like you want to get tequila, you bring in one bottle. Doesn't matter the size of the bottle, but it's got to be one.
Yeah.
When
Well,
did they start that?
Dude,
I have to do 48 hours in the States to come back with one bottle where she lives there. So she can just come freely and do that. But what a stupid freaking Canada's a stupid system.
Is that only across the touching borders? Because I used to, I was
I
in
think so.
Japan
Yeah.
for 4 years, and I used to bring like Pelican cases of shit home.
I think so. I mean, we used to go down to, when I lived in New Mexico, we used to ride down to Juarez to get this stuff called Four Asses, which is a lick and stick label on a bottle with a cork of tequila with 4 worms in it.
Mm.
And real gnarly stuff. So when we did get it, we used to have to go down there, and it was one bottle per. So that's the only reason I remember that. I've never brought alcohol across the border from TJ when we was younger, when I used to go there. But
Right.
you know, rule of thumb is, I don't know, for the past 10 years, don't go to Mexico. So that's been kind of rule of thumb.
Yeah, we have an office in Tijuana, and I haven't been since COVID hit. They reduced our travel, but I used to go all the time down there.
Yeah, good old TJ. I'm not far from TJ, actually. I'm maybe 80 miles from TJ.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because we would go down to San Diego and then stay in a hotel and then take it. We have a van that runs back and forth, and we do the global travel shit where we never have to leave the van. We just hand them our stuff and then they hand it back to us and we go on through.
Oh, nice.
And, but there is actually a liquor store like a half a block right there beside our office building. But I was always with like more executive folks, than me. And I'd be like looking at the liquor store and I'd be like, I probably don't need to try to buy a bottle. So
Well, I mean, I'd try it if I was you. What's it going to hurt? But I have heard rule of thumb, never more than a bottle.
Yeah.
It could be different. It's been a long time since I've done that. But
Well, in
that's
Canada,
always the rule.
Canada, it's actually 1.14 liters. So that's like a 750 and what, like a 400 something. not even like a 350 maybe. Like,
yeah, you can't even get 2 750 milliliter bottles. They should at least make it that,
wine, it's because it's the alcohol content. So wine, you could bring 2 bottles of wine over, but 1.14 liters of spirits.
That's not right.
24 cans of beer.
Oh, wow.
So,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna. Speaking of beer, I'm gonna grab one.
Well, I should probably
And
head
I'm
off.
going to
Then.
pop out of here, man. So I'll see you guys
All right.
later.
Hey,
Take
yeah,
care.
not trying to
See you
keep
guys.
anybody.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
giving
See y'all
people
later.
a place to land
Might
if
be
they
back.
don't have one.
Be around.
Well, I better head off, Jody.
All right, I'll
I
talk to
gotta
you
get
later.
ready.
folks.
I've got to get more cleaning done.
All
And then I
right,
got to bake some cookies.
well, enjoy those Seagrams.
I'll try.
All right, talk
Have
to
a
you
good one,
later.
Mr. Colton.
All right. Bye, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Oh,
All
who's-
right.
Hey, what's
So,
Pepper's full real name? So, cheers, Peppers.
what's Pepper's real name?
Yeah,
Oh, you don't know?
Rodriguez, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't even know what it is.
I don't know. I'm not trying to out anybody. My name's Jody.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to out anyone. I just I want to say cheers to Peppers. That is
Oh
like I
yeah.
know that a lot of times there's in the hot groups, there's a lot of hot pepper people, like the
You're right.
names. So I just want to make sure it's like peppers.
Well, and my rule of thumb is unless I know somebody really well, I don't. I mean, Jimmy from Ojisan World, he's pretty open about that.
Yeah.
Travis, Groovy Lava Squirrel,
Oh,
Eileen, Heartsight, Cindy, Steamfire, and Ice. That's fine, and I'll call them by their name. But if I'm not sure, even if I know their name, I don't really call it on a live because I don't know. I don't know if they want that or not. So
the pepper people. I like hot peppers until it hits my stomach, and then we're all good.
yeah. I mean, people. I've been trying to I don't want to get too descriptive about some of the issues, but I mean, when I say I had a medical condition, I'm allergic to peppers, and it's not. It's
Yeah.
below my navel.
Yeah. Like I like hot, but like I do. I put hot. I have like ghost pepper concentrates, stuff like that I put in my chilies. But
Yep.
eating them whole, I can't do that. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I guess I could if I trained myself to do it, but I don't eat them enough to be able to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was building a tolerance, and I was really going for the big heat and everything,
Yeah.
and there was you kind of get like this ooh, do I have cancer scare, and then you go to the doctor, and he's like, no, you're highly allergic to certain peppers,
Yeah.
and they're eating you from the inside.
Oh. Jeez.
So stop, and your body will heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus. Yeah. No, I'd probably end up stopping doing that too.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's not worth all that. But I'll do whatever challenges as long as it's not going to hurt me.
Yeah. So I hear you got. I was just sitting in the chat last night, listening to you guys talk in the after party about a noodle challenge with the young lady that was in the top.
Oh, Shernette.
Yeah, and I'm just learning all your names.
Yeah.
Crazy. Was it Crazy?
Crazy Ann.
No, not Crazy Ann. Sorry, not Crazy. Suds and Clouds and Stouts guy glasses.
Oh, well, there's Travis, Groovy.
Yes, Groovy. Sorry.
Yeah, Groovy and Shernette. Yeah, they were going. Well, he was going mono-y, whatever, and she was going. Yeah, that shit don't fly.
Yeah.
So Texas Gamer Chick, what's going on? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And so I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. She's talking a big talk. So I know what he's done.
Well, I see his channel with his kid. Like, holy man. The stuff they even eat, man. Holy.
But still, I mean, Phil's the one that's he's ranked, with the pepper eating.
Oh, yeah.
And all that. I mean, until you get there, I mean, it's all, I mean, you can do it. It's like anything else, though. It's like a sport. If I don't play, like I play disc golf, and if I don't play for a few weeks, man, I suck when I first get back out there. You have to stay on it. And peppers, building up, maintaining that tolerance is the same way. You have to work out.
Yeah. Travis doesn't really wear glasses.
No, there's no glass in the glass. He'll reach through them and do this.
Oh. I just find it interesting because, like, how old is his daughter? Like 12? Not even?
Right. Yeah.
Like she takes down the same thing that he does. Like on some.
He does.
Yeah, some of them might be. But I would never. My son likes hot. He would never eat that hot. Like even some of those things that they try.
Yeah, I'm taking on the. I'm going to take on the durian.
Ugh.
This is just nasty. It's not hot.
We actually had a durian in my freezer forever that my wife bought one time, and she wanted to open it, and she never ever did.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
These just smell like
just dirty ass feet.
Dirty ass. Yeah.
It's like I don't know. They're supposedly, to my knowledge, people that like eating it love eating it. I mean,
Well, I mean, most people don't eat it like plain
Yeah.
because, like, there's durian ice cream, durian cheesecake, durian cookies. It's all sweet stuff. I mean, it has a sweet flavor. And when you cook with it, I wouldn't want to be in the kitchen, but once you do that, you don't smell it anymore. I mean, and that's really the off-putting part.
Oh, for sure. That's just like blue cheese. I like blue cheese. A lot of people don't.
Mm.
But if you ever have it in a blue cheese dressing, more people like it in blue cheese dressings than they do blue cheese itself. And it just makes
Oh man, I've spent like $30 on a wedge of blue cheese before. The real expensive stuff.
Yeah.
And man, you get it, and it's got that little graininess to it that is just fantastic.
I love blue cheese, man. Like, it's just most people don't. Well, not most people. People in my groups don't.
Right. Yeah, Cindy, I didn't want to work too hard for it, so I just went on Amazon and they had it. So I got it, and I figured, hey, the worst is the worst. Let's start there.
Yeah, no.
Y'all don't even know what I did in Thailand.
What happens in Thailand stays in Thailand.
Yeah, in the Philippines and all over the Korea.
I had about six of my great uncles actually were all in the wars and stuff like that, and they used to tell me stories like from World War I, World War II kind of thing, and I think Vietnam was one of them. But they were all in both the wars and stuff, and they used to always tell us funny things about stuff they'd done.
I'll tell you, I was in South Korea. I was in Osan Air Base, which is way South Korea.
Yeah.
And we were going to like the Golden Gate and other bars and stuff, and they have what they call Juicy Girls over there. Or that's what we called them, the Juicy. And what it was is it wasn't like a strip club. Like they didn't strip, right? I mean, but they weren't wearing much, but they would come sit with you. And if you bought them a Juicy, they would sit with you until they finished. And a Juicy was a glass of orange juice and a little shot of white wine.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. A little bitty, teeny white wine. And they would kind of sip, but they had a little alcohol, and it was really low-grade stuff.
Well, I guess if somebody does that all night long with them, they're freaking get pretty hammered if it was some big, like...
Right. But there's always a Mama San watching over all the Juicies, and, I went in one time, and I was exhausted, and I didn't feel like doing it. I got kicked out of the club and banned from the club. But when they went to kick me out, I was the lead of the team, and I called the team to the room to attention, and I marched everybody out.
Yeah. Let's go. How much did you drink or something?
Not a lot. I drank a bottled beer unopened. I would tell them, don't open it. I have a bottle opener.
No.
And now they would always say, don't drink the water, don't drink the water. And you could get bottles of water from base. Yeah. And it was, it won't fuck you up. And it was all free. You could just go get it. And we were staying off base. And, but I'd have bottles of water to brush my teeth with and, drink and all that kind of stuff. And we went off to some club off base there in Osan or wherever the fuck we were. And they, one of the females on the team was drinking mixed drinks or like a gin and tonic, whatever, and she had ice in her drink. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, what? I'm like, you're drinking the water. She's like, I'm not. And I'm like, where do you think that freaking ice comes from? Oh, it'll be okay. The alcohol will kill it. Oh, it killed it. She was hurting for 3 days.
Yeah.
Cramping up and everything. I mean, Isn't
that the same as they say in Mexico? Do not drink the water? Something like that.
Uh-oh. So Mike got a bottle opener. What bottle opener was it? I collect bottle openers. I have a whole crap ton of them over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little thing, like shot glasses and bottle openers. I kind of, everywhere I go, if they have a special one, I'll grab it.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I got a little Red Devil bottle opener, and I like collecting the ones that are long, like the bartender ones.
Yep. I'm gonna try one of these days when I go to the cities again, because we have a lot of microbreweries.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, well, that's the wrong thing. I meant to post the link, and I forgot I had copied. But that was Fulton's thing.
I wanna, since I've only been into whiskey for about a year and a couple months, and now that I've learned how to like do taste, maybe I can enjoy going back to beer again. Because I lost the taste for beer, so I stopped drinking for like 2 years, and then I got into whiskey. So maybe I can go back and revisit it now.
Yeah, I kind of lost the taste for beer. That's why I drink Coors Light.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my wife bought me the advent calendar, the German advent calendar.
Yep.
With all the beer in it, and there's 24 beer in Costco. But I was validated with it the other night when I was doing a live stream, and I held up the can, and somebody's like, "Oh, I know that." They were in Germany, and they're like, "I live like 20 minutes from there, and I drink it all the time."
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah, no, that's good.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I think I put it out in the group chat too.
Yeah.
Cindy's part of that. What's up, Cindy?
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Good day. Oh, he's bringing out the Arsenal box.
Panda's not being a bitch today.
Actually,
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that is cool.
got a bottle opener.
Oh, that's a bottle opener. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
That is
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
little Army man bottle opener, nice heavy one.
Uh-huh.
Little ammo box.
With the whiskey stones.
Yes,
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
and then
Then she went all out.
well, I saw this set that was like a 50 millimeter round or something.
Mm.
They had a whiskey set, and it's like $200 and something. I was like,
Oh no.
I don't remember that.
it had a decanter in it and everything. The decanter wasn't themed. I was like, eh. So
I call it whiskey.
All right. What the fuck? Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
yeah, and it's a
It's an actual
Uh-huh.
ammo case.
it's an
wow.
actual ammo case, and on the inside,
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I have those whiskey stones. It didn't come in all that,
Oh, wow.
but I have
But-
that actual revolver set.
but he got
Nice.
Yeah,
rock.
nice.
a
Yeah.
couple of nice crystal glasses, the slate coasters, and then the set of silver whiskey stones, and a set of tongs.
Well, you got to make some old fashions.
But that way, he can fix his whiskeys in it.
Either that, or what's the other one? Whiskey sours.
Oh yeah, and that's my favorite. They're so easy. You
Yeah,
put
I haven't
whiskey,
had-
you pour a little sour in it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, I am really, it has to be themed, has to really be themed. And so what I did was I got him the bullets in gold, so
Oh.
that way they're brass, because you're not going to have silver bullets in an army.
Yeah.
So
Unless you're werewolf hunting. But
Yeah, right. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, unless you're-
that's what he's been saying all day.
How much did that stuff cost, Cindy?
Um,
Hold on, plug my ears.
Yeah.
well, for like the set, it was like 60 something. The metal army man, I think it was like 10.
Yeah, you have to send. Did you send me a link to that before? Because I was thinking about getting it for my son.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I got them off of Amazon and got them like no time at all. But yeah, the set, I was just like, yeah, I got to get him that, because it goes good with the whole bar theme back here, army
Yep.
and all that. So
Now I will say this: I have thrown it out on a couple of videos when I was doing the BCS reviews, but I have a 50 cal bottle opener from Fubar Bullets.
Yes.
And if you just look up Fubar Bullets, they're not that pricey. Maybe $12-15 or something for the bottle opener. It is super hefty, feels great in your hand, and they donate part of the proceeds to Wounded Warrior Foundation. So
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Well, I was just like, I was sitting there looking at I was like, what am I going to give him for Christmas? What am I going to give him for Christmas? And I was sitting there looking at the bar, and he had our bar bottle opener there. That's a bottle opener, can opener thing. And I'm sitting there going, nah. He needs something for the actual bar itself. And but you can't see it through them, but or me. But he's got a 1 year for Christmas. Hand me your helmet.
Your helmet.
This is like our
We lived right outside of Fort Knox, and there was a place there that they actually make ceramic Kevlars.
Wow.
And you see it's got USA, Afghanistan right there.
Yeah.
There's Iraq, and then I'm trying to remember what that one was. But yeah, they had this, and they also had a ceramic beret that you could put the
I have here somewhere too.
Kevlar on, or the unit crest, and I got him that for Christmas. Oh God, a couple of years ago, but he hasn't put it there. But it's there at the bar, So I was like, when I saw the set, I was like, that will go good with it.
I just have to say hello to our darling Beanie.
Yeah.
I want to show him what I got.
Batmobile.
Oh, you finished
Batmobile.
it?
I finished it.
Did you?
I finished building it.
Oh,
Groovy would
Wow.
be proud.
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
me? Oh,
Heck yeah. I love the old Batmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has the Cesar Romero Joker.
Yes.
It has
oh, Caesar Romero.
And you can see his little mustache. It is hilariously cute. I'm like, I was so cute with it. So
Oh my God.
she got that, and she got a couple other things. So
I remember when I was going from junior high to high school, and I had watched Batman religiously, the old Batman and Robin,
The original?
the original.
Yes.
And I joined football, and we had to go to practice, and I remember weighing my choices. Do I want to play football, or do I want to make it home to watch Batman? Because
Yeah,
back
Robin
then there was no on demand. There was
Robin was a nerdy klutz back then.
But I chose football, and I think I was better off for it later on.
absolutely wild. Yeah, but Beanie's into Batman.
I'm also into Transformers.
She's also into Transformers.
Transformers. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this
That's a typical Mauritian card.
little-
There's a Volkswagen
Little
bubble.
touch bug. Little touch bug.
it's Bumblebee.
Yeah, Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's the one from the movie.
Yeah.
But he's gold, so he should be the gold bug.
And
Yeah.
so she's gotten to where she collects them. She's bad enough. Oh God, this is horrible. On the way to Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
on the way to Nashville,
The little Santa rejector.
yeah, basically. on the way to Nashville this past summer, she had been looking for, is it Starscream?
Yeah.
Cyclonus. She had been looking for Cyclonus, and she had gone to like 4 or 5 different Walmarts around here and hadn't found it. And she was mad. I mean, she was to the point. She said, all the way to Nashville, we're going to stop at every Walmart. You're going to pull up every Walmart. I said, no, we are not. We're going to Nashville. We're going to see Jimmy and Marcedel and Shane and Phil and all them. You know, chill out. We'll get a moment. We'll go to a Walmart around there. Nashville probably has it. Well, we're out there visiting where Shane lives, where Saucy Shane lives. And we had to stop at Walmart to pick up a couple of things. She's like, I'm going into Walmart. I'm like, God, we're on vacation for fuck's sake. And here she comes out skipping.
Yeah.
She found it. So
Way to go, Beanie. Way to go.
This is him. And I also found Galvatron when I saw him.
yeah, he's got a big gun.
Big gun.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I didn't notice. What are you laughing about, my cunt?
Yeah, that's right.
I got a big gun too.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
How much have you had to drink?
None. 16, obviously. Yeah.
You get
You
you
go,
have to
Mike.
get
You go, Mike.
you get Cindy all wasted and then you tell her that.
Oh, so many times.
Alex, this is
Yes.
probably the first time I've met you. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
I'm
It was
more.
large life.
I'm always in other people's live shows. I've been on with Jody a couple times now.
Yep.
Maybe I have seen you.
I'm just the lonely Canadian up here.
And Alex, his name really is my cunt.
It
Oh, yeah.
is.
Well, that's awesome because
Yep.
Oh, you thought I was kidding?
You grew up with it, you wouldn't think so. But,
no, I can only imagine.
Well, first time I found out what his name was, I said, I've known him for a long time.
Wait till we go to Mike. Wait till you and I go to Walmart. And they
Oh,
get
God.
lost.
Oh God, this is hilarious. Tell them, Kathy.
I said because my other name is Wilma Bumhurt, and I said me and Mike are going to go somewhere else in Walmart, and Crazy Ann and Panda Bitch are going to be up there saying, "Could you please have these two page for us? Could you have Wilma Bumhurt and my cut page?"
Oh
Oh, that's funny.
I'd love to hear that.
My count.
Well, it's funny, you know, when we first were dating and stuff. I've loved the name Michael for forever.
Yes, me too.
And one of the first things out of his mouth, because I as a young naive person, you know, had names picked out for children eventually, you know, and one of them was Michael. It was going to be Mykal, you know, but I was like, I love Michael, and yeah, we were discussing something one day, probably on the way to freaking wedding. Wedding classes that we had, and he said there will not be a junior, and I'm like, but I love Michael. I love the name Michael. I'm like, okay, so we'll reverse your middle name and put we'll put your middle name first and your first name middle, and he was like, say it out loud, Cindy. I'm like, Aaron, my cunt. So a queef. No.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit.
Did
Man.
you, Mike,
Your dad
Did
was
did your
your dad
parents
was
want
a-
you to get beat up?
My dad was born in 1925 and my mom in 35. So they different generation. They didn't get the joke.
oh man.
And his
Oh, so there
mom,
was no cunts back then.
No.
Okay.
his mom was a huge Elvis Presley fan, so that's where Aaron came from.
Right. Okay.
You know,
And
But-
I was going to name my second son Michael, but there was a difference in 8 years difference. And by the time my oldest son was born and the second son was born, there had been a Michael in the family. And then I thought, nah. So I ended up giving him a different name. But his middle name is Aaron because I always loved the name Aaron.
You know, my oldest son's name, his middle name's Aaron. I think it's a popular middle name.
I
Well,
like-
actually, it was supposed to be his first name, and it was going to be Aaron Spencer, is actually what it was going to be. And then after I had him, somehow, I don't know, when I was signing it, it ended up being turned around.
Oh, your own drugs, you know.
Yeah, pretty well, pretty much.
well, we had picked out Beanie's name, and we purposely put it together because we took Mary from his mom's name and Ann's from my mom's name and put it together, Mary Ann, because both of our mothers had names that they would be called their first and middle name,
Mhm.
and people that didn't know them would call them by their first name. You know, like his mom's, they would call her Mary, or my mom. Forbid, I'm saying this.
She will whoop you from the afterlife.
She is going to come and haunt me for this, but you know,
Come
people-
on.
yeah,
Okay.
she was Ethel Ann, and everybody that knew her called her that, you know, until she got to a certain stage that we had moved to Kentucky and she went completely by Ann because she hated her first name.
Uh-huh.
And I'm telling you, if you see me posting about being haunted, it's my mother coming. And one of the biggest challenges. This is horrible. One of the biggest challenges is when she had passed away. I'm sitting there filling out the paperwork for her death certificate. And I'm sitting here going, you know, my mother is not even really cold. And I know she's going to haunt me because I'm going to write her name on here. But this is a legal document.
Yeah.
They gave her comment. Yes, you can
Has to
call
be.
it.
Well, I have to say though, my mother, her family, of course, they come from Sicily, and they didn't have middle names. So what happened was, so her birth certificate only had her first name. She didn't have no middle name. None of them did. But once you become confirmed in the Catholic Church, you get a name. You have to pick a name, and that becomes your middle name. That's how they would take that, as that's their middle name. But it's still not on a birth certificate.
Yeah.
Well, there's some cultures that the middle name is it's two maiden names. It's
Right.
the
Right.
grandmother's maiden names.
I
Yeah.
do believe. Isn't that like in Thailand or?
So yeah,
Or-
there's several.
Yeah.
And even in Spanish culture, that's popular as well. But
Yeah.
it's not a written rule or anything, you know.
Right.
It's what this is funny because one of our friends, he had a first name that was just the letter R, and it was just the letter R, and his middle name that he went by was Dickie. So when he did his civil service, whatever or
He
whatever,
joined the army.
and on his paper, I shit you not, they put R period only, and so from then forth on, he was known as Ronley.
Yep, Ronley. That's a-
Ronley. I'm
yeah,
like,
Ronley. That's better
Yeah.
than Woody Woodpecker.
yeah. It yeah, it's one of those things, and names determine things. I fully believe that, and
Yeah.
if I had had another child, which I didn't, the name was going to be Amira Ryan, which I'm glad I didn't, because Amira is Arabic for ruler,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
Ryan is Gaelic for princess.
Mm.
The
And-
ruling princess. Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew what a mirror meant, but I didn't know what the other one was.
yeah, and I was just like, yeah, and the bad thing is, I had tossed around calling Beanie that, and
Bitter, though, good lord.
and it would fit her because she is a princess that rules the roost, and she knows it. I mean, she blocked Santa Claus, for God's sake. I can't believe it.
I didn't really look into what the names meant until, like, my first two kids, I was in my 20s. I mean, I was just picking something strong. I picked Blake, for my first son's name, Blake Aaron, and Aaron kind of flowed with Blake. It was like Blake Aaron Hawkins. Yeah, that works.
What are you drinking, Alex?
And then,
Old Scout, 5-year-old Scout.
oh, cool. And then when my daughter was born, I named her Lindsay because it sounded good with Blake and Lindsay. It just, and that's how we picked it. But when you start getting into it, oh my gosh, our kid, my youngest one, his middle name is Archibald. Because
Archibald.
my uncle, my dad's uncle, my great uncle, his name was Archie. We called him Archie.
Yeah.
And my wife's on her side of the family, there's a family name, Archibald. So all I'm going to say is don't overthink it.
Yeah, Kathy is. That's why she's laughing. Oh God, Kathy. They're gonna start telling us we can't come up together.
If one gets up here, he's gonna say, "Fuck no more."
No. I mean, I'm just saying that I think I may have done better.
Oh, did I cuss? I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, whatever.
This is a family show. Thank you. That's why I came on here.
Yeah,
Hang
Yeah.
on.
I could see it in your eyes.
Yeah.
it's a family show. Watch your fucking mouth, please.
There.
Oh,
put it up.
there you go.
There we go.
Hey, TV, Mike Aaron.
I'm just trying to be. I'm trying to be like I usually am, and very calm and nice and everything, and not say anything.
It's not like we have a lot of people watching.
Maybe it would bring more.
Yeah. I was just trying to show off my shelf back here. But you see how the top shelf looks different than the lower shelf? They didn't have the exact stain.
Well, of course it would
Oh,
be
yeah.
different. You got different bottles, right?
Well, but I meant the color. And it's exact same. It's the same oak plank. They didn't have the exact stain.
Oh, the shelving itself, not
Yeah,
the bottle.
it's-
Okay.
Darker, and the
Yeah.
bottom one, both of them are a black stain, but it's semi-transparent black stain, and I put it on like really light on the bottom shelf, and I tried to do the same on the top one, but it was a different brand, and it made it a lot blacker than the bottom shelf. That bugs me.
Do you think that you might be the only one that notices it and nobody else does?
Probably, but it bugs the hell out of me.
Yeah.
So basically, what he's going to be doing is he's going to be taking all those bottles off and
Yeah.
staining it to make it a little darker.
No,
See, he's shaking his head no, and
no,
why?
I'm not. Not for a
This-
while.
Not for a while. There you go. Yeah, not for a while.
Yeah.
Because it's going to bother you for a while.
Mhm.
Because it's already bothering you enough to mention it.
I'll get there. Well, I
Yeah.
just put it up today.
But it's like anybody
Okay.
with a hobby. You can be
Yeah.
very good at your hobby, but you're going to know every flaw that you make.
Every
Everybody
single
around you is never going to know. But
Right.
you know every single one.
That's what I say about my crafting. Like when I tell my son, I said, it doesn't really look right. He goes, what are you talking about? It looks really good. I said, but
Look at
I
this stitch
see
right here.
bad things and and he goes, who would know?
Yeah.
He goes,
So
nobody
you
else
just
would
put-
know. It looks great.
You
Yeah,
took
that's
Billy in your crafting room? Jesus. Mhm.
What'd you say, Crazy Ann?
Well, that crafting room you have, Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
my crafting room. Yeah.
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 Well, you don't think about it. I was just like when I started setting up our little bar section here, I was just like, well, I just need a little bit bigger area to put our bottles of
Put a
liquor.
little shelf over on top.
And I'm sitting there, I'm not thinking anything of it, but now all of a sudden, every time in the chat, somebody's like, yeah, look at the bar there behind Panda Bitch. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, they're actually looking at the bottles behind me.
Yep.
Well,
Put a little
you have
shelf.
your head, You're so low in the picture, so of course we focus on the rest of behind you.
But that's like I have these cabinets, and then all this is all Booker's.
I was looking
Yep.
at your cabinets.
But then-
I'm sorry, I
so-
wasn't looking at you, but I was looking at the.
It's all good.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
so today I
I
had
wasn't. I wasn't looking at his tats on his arms or anything.
today I had to put up
Yeah.
shelves to put more up here, so I have the empty shelves.
Oh,
And then
He
over
was-
there, that cabinet's all Canadian whiskey.
he was erecting shelves today.
That's the first time I'm erecting anything today, so it's all good.
Oh.
Mhm.
I only erected one shelf.
I keep on looking behind me thinking, yeah, I think I need to raise the pictures up just a little bit. I need to change one of them out,
Yeah.
and I need to put a shelf there and put like
Yes.
some barware there on the
Oh,
shelf.
oh.
Yeah, right there.
Keep reaching, Alex. Keep
There you
reaching.
go, Jody.
What is
Don't
that?
you got to put that
Octomore?
back up there?
Oh, Octomore, yeah.
You don't want to see my belly. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, yeah. A little meat don't
you
hurt
don't
nothing,
know us.
honey. Yeah.
Oh, you can't even see my belly. It's so hairy. All you see
Oh.
is fuzz.
You
I-
got
I've
those
got,
on
I've
your.
got a tattoo that goes all the way down my freaking body.
There you
Oh,
go. Some
really?
nice tattoos on the arm too. Yeah.
I have this
You'll have to
tattoo.
show it. I have to
That's
see
all.
it to be
It's
proven.
not finished yet, but it goes all the way
Ooh.
around.
What
There
the
you
heck
go.
is that?
But,
Oh,
but
God.
it takes away
Oh.
from the fat look.
My sinuses are acting up.
He doesn't know that we girls will like some men with some meat on the body.
Yeah.
When they said dad bod was cool, I overshot it. So it's all
Ah,
good.
yeah. I
Oh,
know
no,
the
you
dad bod.
didn't.
I
I
like
don't
the
see
dad bod.
that. I don't see that at all.
I have a tattoo of a scorpion, but I can't show you.
Oh, yes, you can.
Oh, yes, you can.
You
We
know,
No, I
won't
really
judge.
can't. I'm not
Just
that
won't judge.
flexible.
Does it have a little tail? Does it have a
Where is
really
the
small tail?
tattoo? Where is that
No.
tattoo at?
It's on my calf. I used to ride a mountain bike. I had a
Oh,
scorpion
well,
on my
big
calf.
deal.
I'm
I
curious.
got my son's portrait on my arm
There you go.
Oh,
when he was little.
Oh, that. Hey, make him big, Jody. Make him big.
Yeah.
All right.
gotta get
Let
the
me,
photo.
wait, let me, there we go. There.
aw,
That's really
that is
cool.
cute.
It was better when it was fresh done because it had like white
Oh,
in the
yeah.
eye.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like
That's
12
cool.
years ago, 15 years ago now. But
Wow.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
that's
What-
cool.
what-
wait
do
a
you
minute.
have-
Is that
do you have-
Sakura on the
Do
other
you
arm?
have hair on?
what's
Do you
that?
have hair on your chest?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't like having hair in most places.
Oh.
Jody has.
I don't really care for it, but I leave it there. I don't.
I can grow hair like
Oh,
an
God.
Italian.
The fun's over.
I can
Hey,
do hair like
hey.
I'm Italian. That's all I gotta say. So I
You're
don't.
Italian?
No, I can grow hair like an Italian man, and I don't want it to grow over me.
Oh.
Well, here's the deal, though. The hair on my chest is the same color as my beard.
Well, I don't mind that.
But look, the top up here is dark. I haven't
didn't know
even
you had
grayed
hair.
on top.
I didn't
It's
know you had
it's
hair.
it's from my ears down. It's like
Hey, Cheech.
Jody, you
always wear a
hat. I didn't even know you had hair.
So he shaves his chest.
Waxes them.
I will
Wax
not.
on, wax off.
You know,
Alex
waxing, you just
did.
shave it, don't you,
Hey, Derek.
Alex?
Mhm.
No, I just do for the hell of it. But look at this young man in the chat right there. Oh, whiskey.
Yeah. When is he coming up?
Cheech.
Cheech.
Yeah, I'm here for a little bit.
Hey, I got the StreamYard link in there. Just scroll up a little. You see it.
Hello,
No, you're
Chatty.
vaccine, I think.
Hello, Miss Kathy Bates. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How's my little stocking there?
It's still hanging with the menorah
Yeah.
for a couple more days.
And no, I still haven't done anything on that. I still haven't licked it.
Have you had the cookies at least?
I'm not eating your cookie. You sent me that long thing to lick on after you circumcised it, and you put cookies in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not chewing your cookies, and I'm not licking that circumcision thing.
Oh, Cheech is driving. I thought he was.
And I am not touching the spuck towels that you sent.
You already
with me.
threw them out.
No, I didn't.
I
Now
thought you said you
regift
did.
it. Regift it, Kathy. They won't know
Yes.
the backstory.
Right.
Wait,
Right.
wait.
I need a Glencairn and some Heaven's Gate.
You need a blowjob or a
too,
cum
but-
filter.
You mean heaven?
Oh.
Wait, I got
I
it.
haven't.
Did you make the cum guzzler yet?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Come
What about that other one you was mixing yesterday? I was trying to get like.
All right, Cheech is on the road now. Don't
Yeah.
distract him too much.
But usually he's modding about 15 channels at once.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's the dealing with the real family. In about 20 minutes.
Cheech,
Oh,
are you
God,
going
I'm not in
to-
chat. He'd be nodding.
Cheech, are you going
Nodding
to
stuff
gig?
I say.
I was just wondering if Cheech is going on a gig.
Chad's got bush in his mouth.
Tastes like apples.
Yeah. Maybe this Chad does, but the other one throws them out of bed.
Apple
Damn.
bush. Ugh. I used to like Coors Light. What was it? No, Bud Lime.
Oh yes.
When
yes.
I started getting out of beer, and I started
Oh,
losing my taste.
Bud. I thought you said butt lime.
No, got out of that back in my jail days.
Oh.
Oh, you know what I like.
Both of them sound good.
Yeah, we know what you like, Panda.
Budweiser, right?
I'm getting hungry.
I'll be having some enchiladas in about an hour. Can't
I'm
wait.
not hungry for that.
Yeah.
What
Hey,
heaven's
Gamer,
birth?
Gamer has sausage.
Hey, team.
Oh.
The
Oh,
the
so
double
creamy.
barrel is
So
moving
creamy.
up on my list of favorites.
All right. Well, earlier, Cindy, you said Heaven's Gate.
But it's Heaven's Door. Yeah, I'm thinking about the backstory.
Yeah, because Bob Dylan, when he stops singing, he welds gates. He makes gates for people.
Does he really?
Yep. He's
Yeah.
a metal artist now,
And the designs on the bottle
or
are
his design.
gates. Yeah.
Hell of a songwriter. He wrote so many songs for other people. So many.
Oh, yeah.
But when he's saying, you're like,
With that bottle.
keep writing.
Yeah.
Some of his songs are good.
I think there was some controversy with the newest bottle, or something to do with he's not part of it anymore, or something along those lines, and they put it out still with saying he was part of it. I can't remember what it was.
Well, I mean, at some point, I mean, they're using his designs, and they
Yeah.
probably licensed like those designs permanent, so they'll just keep using them over and over. And if he doesn't want to give them any more, they just will cut him out, and they get greedy. It's one of those. Never pay the talent. Come on.
I gotta say, I like this. This bottle I actually bought in Canada. I didn't have to get it shipped. But still Austin, the musician.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
This stuff is good, man.
Oh, I have a famous bottle.
I'm not standing up.
Party.
I have a bottle of Bradshaw bourbon I accidentally bought.
I hope you're in there.
Oops.
Bradshaw bourbon.
Yeah, Terry Bradshaw.
I love you, Crazy Ann.
Oh yeah.
It's not good. It's not bad. It's weak for what you pay for it.
I couldn't come up here as Wilma with Alex up here because he wouldn't been able to handle it.
I've handled a lot of things in my life, but nowadays maybe not.
We ruined Chad's stream last night. So.
Because I would have to, because usually Wilma has a saying when she comes up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I can't say that to you, Alex.
Alex has handled a lot of Canadian things.
Canadian.
No. Does that mean anything?
All the groups that I'm in right now, I've handled a lot of things came at me.
Oh yeah.
It's all good.
Good.
Yeah.
He's a moose.
The funny thing is what's on the,
The
back
moose
side.
is-
Well, there's the
No.
fun.
You see my new logo? That's cool.
Yeah, it was
That's-
like.
I wonder if he's hung like a moose.
I don't know what it is.
I wonder if he's hung like a moose, girls.
I don't know.
Don't ask him. Don't let him know I asked. But
He's actually holding a Booker's bottle in his hand there.
All right.
Big League Bourbon made it for me.
Well, you know, I randomly chose that Booker's.
I like Booker's, man. That I know that was surprisingly when you saw
I know it was like, but it was the 2019 03 Country Ham, and I was like, man, that's one of my best bourbons on my shelf. You know, I try to pick like some really good stuff to send.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know people are all into the Calumet and the Belle Meade and all that, but I'm gonna send this Booker's because
it was meant to be.
yeah.
Well, when you did, when I seen it when it showed up here, I'm like, holy! Or when you told me which one, it was like, holy shit! Yeah, I love Booker's, man. Like I freaking just
Yep. Well, I was happy to hear it when you said that because it was like, I don't know, I had a premonition or something, you know. Did you have the 2019-03?
No, I have Teresa's batch. It's the only 19s I have.
Oh,
Then I have Granny's batch. I got 2 of those. I got 4 Donahos because I got screwed when I ordered a couple because they had the bottle. Because I like Granny's batch, so and they had the bottles of Granny's batch. I ordered them. 2 of them ended up with freaking Donahos, the 2101s. It was like, I mean, I don't mind Donahoe, but I don't need it I didn't need 4 of them.
yeah. Have you tried the 2019-03?
No.
Oh,
Wait, no. What did you send me?
2019-03.
Yeah, no, I tried it. Yeah, no, I
Oh,
like that a lot.
man, it
Sorry. No, I liked it a lot. The only thing is I probably will never get it for under $150.
Mm-mm.
So
Not now.
no,
But
all the ones
and that's what I try to send is things that maybe didn't cost me more than $80, but you can't get them anymore.
no, that's like these up here. I get them for about $75 to $80 in Canada. That's why I have them.
Yep.
In the States, friends of mine from Livewire, Adam, he's gonna find me the 2021 like no, whatever it's called, the new one, 404.
Uh-huh.
Then he was going to get me the Bardstown, but they were actually under $100 because the new ones, but they're going to be 100. Like Little Book's like $140. It's like,
I know it. Little Book used to be $115, and Booker's was about $72. That was when they were priced right.
Yeah.
Now they're jumping them up there.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And Little Book is not nearly as good as Calumet 15 year. I can tell you that right now.
I almost bought Calumet last night. I'm just like, and I said, no, I've got too many bottles sitting at my cousin's already that I don't have here yet. So
I don't have that
I have to make all this room here because I'm going to be filling this up in within a month.
I will never have too many bottles.
See, that's why hanging out with you guys is really dangerous. Because half of this bar is bourbons and whiskeys.
Uh-huh.
The other half is my poisons. And
Kurt Whipper, how's it going?
I don't remember going to bed last night. That's how bad last night got for me.
That's what I was asking Jody. I was going to say, like, you guys must feel amazing today.
Well, no, I mean, I feel pretty good. I mean, I didn't drink that much. I kept saying somebody has to fly this space shuttle. So I stopped drinking as much, and I went to bed at 12:30, and I felt great. So,
wow.
Well, 7:30 today. Yeah, these two keep me up. 7:30. I went to bed.
Dad, were you on all the streams yesterday? Because I know there was like 2 or 3. Wasn't there? Or started out with
He's
Jody,
everywhere.
and then it went to Clouds and Stouts, and then it went to Jody's after party.
But he wasn't on the Lone Stars.
That was after.
Nephew Squirrel.
hey, just so y'all know,
Mm-mm.
I did the pre-party, and then I did the after party.
I know, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, because you started at like 6 in the afternoon or something like that. My time. or-
6:45. Yeah.
Mhm.
I went to 9. Then we jumped on Clouds and Stouts. Then they brought me up. Then I'm the giver. Okay. If everybody who's doing the after party, and everybody goes,
You know what?
The giver, you
like
heard
that,
him.
I'll be
Oh,
all
I was,
right,
I
I'll
was
do it.
already too drunk to hope
Jody?
to be like running a ship. I was like, no way. What's up, Peppers?
Jody, be the giver, never be the
I like
catcher.
to
That's
say,
all I gotta
come
do.
on,
Never be the
give it
catcher.
to me.
Yep. You don't want to catch it. You don't want to catch it.
Don't be a catcher.
Be a pitcher.
Got to be a giver.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm.
Just to be a scratchy show.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you're ever a catcher and somebody says anything about tossing salad, just walk away.
Yeah, walk away.
Walk away.
Oh my God, I was watching a news blooper reel thing, and they were making stuff on a morning show, and she goes, "I'll toss your salad anytime."
Wow.
That's when you look at your TV, you turn it off, and just quietly walk away.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just-
walk away.
Wow.
Never
Why?
needed a drink any more than this at 7 a.m. I mean,
You know what was going to happen after that was over, don't you?
and you could tell as soon as she said it, she looked at the camera and then she tried to play it off, but it was too late.
Yeah.
It was done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No takebacks.
Hold on.
What was said was said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I
just-
ordered a new monitor tonight, finally, so I can have a great big 34-inch
Oh,
curved
nice.
monitor. Because I've been playing, so on our V pubs in the bourbon channels, we've been doing games like these live games online. So when you have this little monitor, I have like, say I want to see your faces still, but then I want to see the game, and so I have to minimize your screen so I can read the freaking game. And then you guys are little ants. So it's
Oh
like-
my God, that's first world problems right there.
I know, man.
Would a
Like,
dual screen work?
it's like buying a new Mac. Like
I was
what
going
the
to
hell?
say a
There
dual
it is.
screen.
that's why you have 2 screens.
Yes.
Right,
Well,
dual
that's why I'm going to
screens.
do one 34-inch long one.
Oh,
no,
see,
no,
he's
no,
got to
no.
have a big one. He's
Well,
got to have a big one to
I gotta have one
compensate.
I got to have a big one at
Mhm.
least once in my life here. So that's all.
Well,
Yes.
well, let me tell you, I have 2 24s here.
Nice.
So collectively, I have 50 inches of.
Now
There
you
you
have 48.
go.
50,
See,
32, 32.
that's a woman figuring out how she can get
Whoa.
more inches.
24 and 24 is 48.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just say.
And all you want, and what are you going to get, Alex?
I'm only going to be a small 34-incher.
See, yeah,
Sorry.
and then here we got Panda Bitch going to go for a 50
Yeah.
inch.
Man, you
Yeah.
got
Now,
to
what's with
go
these
for what you
random
like, right?
bots dropping in?
I don't know. It's Christmas. Speaking of which, I got to get going. Mom's on her way, so I'll see
Oh
you
my
guys
God.
probably
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Don't let us take you away from actual
Yeah.
people in your life.
All right, guys. I'll see
Merry
you all probably
Christmas.
tomorrow.
Care.
All
Merry
right,
Christmas,
Bye.
Chad.
Nice
Christmas.
seeing you, Chatty-O.
Good seeing you too, Miss
Oh,
Bates.
oh,
Bye.
Night.
Ho, ho, ho.
Crazy Ann, it's already Christmas for you, eh?
oh yeah, no, I'm past that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's 25 here now. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
it's almost 3 in the morning again. Yeah.
Yeah. Little naked Santa has already been to her house.
Nice.
A little naked Santa.
Little one.
Oh yes.
You must be real little.
Yeah, y'all don't know about the Santa that Anne has.
Uh-huh.
Keeps bringing gifts.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. Naughty Santa.
What?
What?
Santa, what's that in your pocket?
Are you thinking about that little sty thingy?
Yeah, the Santa that has no pockets.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's laying on top of the shelf here.
Yeah.
With something right in the air. Yeah.
Mhm.
I wonder what's in the air.
Well, it's something pointing up there. Yeah.
Yeah, I see behind you, you have a dream catcher and you have like 3 pictures and looks like
Oh yeah, those pictures hand painted by my mom.
that's a vacuum cleaner.
Well, yeah,
that's
that's
what
what I can say there. Yeah.
Yeah. At first I was going to say it's the biggest hookah I've ever seen, but that's a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, no.
Oh, every time I look at that vacuum cleaner, I go, oh, this really sucks.
Yeah, I don't have any toys like you girls have. Yeah, I don't have that.
Oh, sorry.
No
Sorry.
toys, no man, nothing, nothing, nada.
All right, I'm actually going to mute this time before I let out a gallon of agua. I did not mute last night.
So what? It's human. That's a human function.
Right, but there's a lot of bass to my.
Hey,
So,
have you been with Roman on the bathroom? Like,
I don't want to make people feel bad. I don't
he
want to
take
make
the
people.
phone with him, and sometimes you can see the little. Well, he's not got a little, but you can see the
is
whole
it going to
thing.
cause bubbles?
Bubbles.
Oh yeah.
Lots of bubbles. All right,
Mhm.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, take a picture.
You're gonna leave me
Yeah.
alone here? What the hell?
Hey, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's just horrible.
So
Oh.
why does they call you Moose?
Only because parts of me being Canadian, and the other part is when we try to get whiskey to me, we figured we would use the moose as a prison wallet to walk a moose across the border to give me all my whiskeys.
Oh.
Trust me, the word moose would not suit me at all because I'm only like 5'8".
Well, yeah, when you were standing there, I was like, he's not that tall. And I'm like, what, why?
Yeah. But big things come in small packages.
Well, yeah, they can be surprisingly big
Yes.
sometimes. Yeah.
I was average height until about 20 years ago. Now everybody's like 6 foot and up, so it's like, what the hell?
I like
Yeah.
them short, not too
Yeah.
short, but not midgets, but you know.
I'm 44 now. I ain't getting any taller, and I'm hopefully not
Oh,
getting
you're
any
still
shorter.
young. You're still young, Alex, 44.
Well, I know I'm just not going to grow anywhere else except my belly. That's about it. So
Well, yeah, more things to grab onto.
That's
Yeah.
right.
no, I will be starting to exercise soon. I will be taking
Everybody
my
says that, like, fuck that.
dog's jackets off my exercise machine, and we'll be good.
hmm
Yeah, well, I had that before I lived.
Yeah,
by
people
there.
buy them, and then then all it does is get dust.
Yeah.
Just go up and downs. When my son moved to his mother's, then
Up and
that's when I
downs?
kind of stopped doing a bunch of stuff. But he moved like 8 months ago. But I seen him, had him for like 10 days recently. I just flew him back 2 days ago.
So where in Canada are you? In Ontario?
Yeah. So you know,
Everybody live like around Ontario. You know, you got you and who else? Dan, Katie Scrapping.
yeah, because Ontario's like
Damn it, I forgot
the
my beer.
largest population, right? So
Yeah. The
problem is
idea.
we're liquor controlled here, so we don't get a lot of the American whiskeys like most do. If you go to Alberta, they have a like a Wild West market. Like that's where I get all mine usually. Is I order from there, or from the States. Like this whole cabinet, right? It's all backwards here. Is all picks from friends of mine that do like Scotty of like My Bourbon Journey and Story Time picks, and Phil.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Hanukkah.
Hi,
Merry
Phil.
Christmas, Phil.
Merry Christmas, Phil.
Sit on it and spin on it, Phil.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he stopped listening before Phil opened his mouth last night.
Yeah, right. Phil always shove the Bigfoot in his mouth, you know.
Me?
Like no
No,
ending
no.
with that guy.
Phil.
That's Phil. That'd be
No,
fun.
of course not.
Oh, you mean that Bigfoot?
I don't even remember what all was said, and I wasn't even that tipsy.
He
That
started talking about Michael's bottle opener.
Oh, funny.
And I
Oh, the
wondered,
little army
my-
dude.
See,
yeah, I
this,
won-
see, this is my bottle opener. I don't have a real bottle opener. We just, right underneath the edge. Good to go.
Yeah, I used to do that with big lighters.
Mm-hmm.
You want more?
It's easier if you get something that's metal over plastic, but yeah.
I also used to be able to take a Zippo and go flink, and it would be lit. And I don't even remember how the hell I did it.
Kirk is from the mining town of Timmins. They have like 6 mines surrounding them. I don't know, 6. It could be 6. I can't
What's
remember.
up, Alex the Moose?
Not much. How are you, Phil?
Are you like a bourbon guy?
I am.
You are.
One of these
Oh.
days, I'm going to get into beer eventually.
All the bourbon must be something that makes you look handsome. All the bourbon drinkers seem to be very handsome.
I don't know, man. Look at.
And look at Jody. He's messing
Very
with his cat.
distinguished up here, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
No.
you're making Jody smile really big. So
Yep.
Oh, I did that on purpose. I could do the
So, yeah. Black rims. Black rims.
no, don't
No.
go Arkansas on us, please.
this.
Oh, Jim Bob is there, you know.
You
He's
know,
always there.
in the bourbon world, we have nothing on the hot pepper world, man. Like last time I was sitting there, I was on a live with Phil was on. He's like eating peppers like they're candy, and he's just sweating away. I'm like, holy shit, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sweaty men.
Yeah, my
That's what-
tolerance is way down, so
It's like I couldn't believe that. Like we're talking about high proof whiskeys, and he's just eating a pepper that's gonna rip you apart.
Oh. Here, Kirk Whipper Voyager Center from
Yeah, so
Ontario.
Timmins is a mining city or mining town, I guess you want to say it.
Are you
Uh-huh.
connected to the team? I didn't know that. Sorry, team.
It's got like a mine actually like right in the town basically, and then there's a bunch surrounding it.
what's
No,
up, Jeremy?
You know where Minnesota is? Anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, I know where
Minnesota
Minnesota is.
I'm directly
I know.
on the border. The only thing that separates me is a small river, 4 hours north of Minneapolis. So I'm right on the border.
Is
of
it that
Minnesota.
there's no? Okay.
So I'm not like it's.
That's
why-
that unrelenting.
I was thinking there
cold.
was a part of Minnesota where, like, one side is the States and the other part is Canada, where they can just drive over.
Yeah.
Like some people have to
we can-
work
we-
in
well, we have
Canada
a
or can't.
bridge. There's a bridge that separates us, and that's it.
What's up, Mike?
I bet you one thing, Alex.
Well, I know the bridge out of Michigan.
Yeah, this one is. Yeah, we're.
Yeah,
like,
because
if-
I've been to Canada many, many times
Yeah, so
over
I'm.
the bridge.
How can I say it? You know, have you ever heard of International Falls, Minnesota?
Yes.
That's the town that I can look at out my window.
Oh.
Like we're that close to them.
Hey, I will challenge you, Alex. Let's both go outside with our drinks, and I'll stay out there longer than you.
Yeah, well, you're probably. What am I? Well, we're only at -7 right now. It's not that bad. Out
Is that
there.
all?
Lord.
Ah,
I
that's
don't think
nothing.
I've ever seen that picture before.
We're probably around 60 degrees here.
Holy fucking
know.
goodness.
That's why I'm not smoking cigars right now because it's too freaking snowy and cold out here, man.
It's -10 here now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, let me see what the temp is outside because I'm really a pansy when it
Well,
comes to,
that's 14 in Fahrenheit.
But
but I could
Mike,
still outlast him. I
Mike
guarantee.
said it's like 55 here, so
It is here too.
Oh, 52. Yeah, I could stay
Yeah.
out there for a couple hours. What about you,
Yeah.
Alex?
It's like a heat wave.
This one? So it's
Hey,
so
young
it's
girl.
19 degrees here right now Fahrenheit, and
Yeah.
this is warm outside right now. Like it's I was out there just in a smaller jacket. I don't mind this weather.
Hey, pretty mama, not.
Are you going to do Trump for us, Spicy?
What?
Are you going to do Trump for us?
Oh, it's here somewhere.
No, not Trump again, please.
I like it.
That's
Oh.
Trump.
Seriously?
I do. I like Trump.
Well, I like Trump too, but you know.
Jody, where do you live?
North Carolina.
Mm.
Yeah, unseasonably warm right
I
now.
have
No.
grandkids that live in North Carolina.
ET.
well, yeah, it is kind of unseasonably warm. But for the past 2 or 3 years, we've not really had much
Mm-mm.
as far as cold.
Not till January, February, and then we had that like 2 or 3 feet of snow. And then-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And that's about the way it probably will be. So
Why are the women from Norway shaking their heads at me? You know this is superlative. This is the best ever. You know this is nothing better than the Orange Man, President number 45, Donald J. Trump. You know.
Hey, right now, I'm just going to say it. I'll call out the elephant in the room. You look a lot like Trump, but you look like Trump who has been on a college bender for like 3 days.
I do. Well, you know, I've been out of the office for about 12 months now, and you know, I have had a good time at Mar-a-Lago. Me and my wife and the kid. And, you know, we've had a good time. You know, we've been out of office, and we can do pretty much whatever we want. Thank you.
this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens. He just goes on a bender.
Oh, he
Mhm.
got up there. Ooh.
Josh.
I like to see Jody walk away, but I can't do that anymore, so now I have to look at Alex. Oh,
Yeah, if I turn around, I mean, I just walk into the.
Well, yeah, but you need to
Oh, yeah, you can do
make
that.
him
You can turn
bigger.
around too, Jody,
You
and
need to
just
make
go
him
like,
bigger so we can.
No, you don't need to see nothing else.
Hey there, Jody.
Don't you tell me what I need.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
don't
you right
tell us
now
what
what
to
you need
do.
to see. You don't need to see more of me. So we're gonna do some old Sherry.
Hey, we decide that, so keep it.
Alex, are you starting to feel like a piece of meat?
No, no.
Oh,
I feel
Oh,
objectified.
Yeah.
I gave you a compliment.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel like
fine.
more like probably like smoked meat than I do just a normal piece of meat, like maybe a brisket.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
see now.
I love briskets.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what?
more like a brisket.
Yeah, he just new meat. That's the difference. He just new meat.
Fresh meat?
You know how brisket has like this lean layer and this huge fat layer on top? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a brisket.
Oh, but I just love brisket. Mm.
Especially if it's good and moist.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Moist.
yeah.
You said
Very
moist.
moist.
All
And the,
supple.
and the
Oh,
juice.
supple
You
meat.
could just suck that juice right up.
Oh my God.
What? Brisket has that
Oh,
good
I'm sorry. I'm
juice.
sorry. I pulled something. Sorry. Oh my
Brisket
God.
does have that good juice. It's just
Yeah,
delicious.
Exactly right. Okay.
Oh, groovy. Oh, there's a-
Groovy. I miss Groovy. Groovy's in the house.
Yep.
Oh,
Travis is in the house.
Ahoy.
Travis.
Oh,
hello.
I've been hanging on Kathy's every word. I wasn't watching the
you're gonna have
Whoa!
to,
Somebody was in the basement. I tried to go down there and pull them up, and now they're gone.
you're
I
gonna
was
have to
gonna pull it.
Jody record what Kathy's saying, and then you have your own intro for her when she comes on.
Oh, I can always download these videos anytime I want. They're mine.
It's like, oh, the juice is the moist.
Yeah, just keep her talking. We'll get it.
Oh boy.
What? Quit yelling at me.
I don't know about y'all, but we got Christmas Eve out of the way.
Almost.
Yeah.
We do. It's out of the way.
Yeah,
Everybody's been over there. Everybody got their gag gift or their white elephant gift. What did I get? I got funny. We did a toast to my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law who passed away. So I poured out a bunch of shots of Fireball because that's kind of like everybody can deal with Fireball and my white elephant gift was a bottle of Fireball and a card game Jackass or something like that. So so we replaced the bottle that I was trying to get rid of with another bottle of Fireball. So.
There you go. Fireball's not bad. I mean, I was dogging on it pretty hard, and then I tried it. It's a little sweet. I mean, just a little bit here and there.
So here's what I want to do. I want to prank the bourbon community. You know how I am. I'm kind of a guy like that. My son, these are black or white elephant gifts, right? My son got a bottle of Black Velvet Apple. And I poured a little bit of that in a cup to drink.
And it ate through the bottom.
Dude, I took a sip of it. First of all, I smelt it to try to smell the notes. And then I took a sip of it. Most things, even if it doesn't taste good, I can just down it and finish it. I couldn't. It smelled so bad.
Well, don't smell it.
It was horrible.
If you can get past the, smell,
it like apple, but it smelled like apple car air freshener.
And that's actually what she said. If you can get past the smell, you got to.
Well, if you can't get past the smell, sweetheart,
Yeah.
And it was my thought process. All right, we start sending samples around to all these, you send them 2 good samples and then a sample of that. So
that's why
Cindy, we're gonna have to go to confession tomorrow.
It's like that Malort.
Phil,
why did they make
if Mike wants Black Velvet, he just has to go and get it from somebody at the VA. Because
Tammy bottles I found of it. Good.
Yeah, he finds bottles of it after long weekends. Several bottles.
That's horrible. I mean, I have never had McCormick's, so I guess I gotta have McCormick's to put it in retrospective to that. But that was horrible.
All right, McCormick's is sweet nectar compared to that shit, probably.
It was sweet. I mean, it doesn't taste like whiskey or bourbon at all. It was so, but it wasn't sweet like you could say, oh, that was good sweet. There's a good sweet, and then there's this Black Velvet apple.
Well, there's called a putrid rancid sweet.
Okay, that's what that was.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
It was the durian fruit sweet.
Oh, yeah. I could have finished a durian fruit for that. That was not good.
See, I don't understand how bottles get out like that. Like when you're working in whatever it would be, distillery, and you're tasting, you're like, that's a cellar, and then they bottle it. It's like shit. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
well, that's like
okay.
McCormick. Most of these guys got 750 milliliters or half a gallon of McCormick's for like $10. Like, what? Nobody buys that shit.
The ones that drink Black Velvet are the same ones that drink horrible, non-flavored moonshine or Everclear.
Oh,
I mean, honestly.
I love moonshine.
You would have to put Black Velvet in like Jimmy would with the McCormick's, right? Put it in Mountain Dew or put it in Pepsi or something and make a corn dog or something.
Then you'd ruin whatever you put it with.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a level to mixing and mixology that some shit you just can't put in.
Hey,
is
some
horrible.
shit people just pull together. They have no sense of goddamn taste or smell. And they can drink forever. Man, I am butchering it tonight.
Isn't the term?
Oh, look, there it is, Megan too. Hey, Megan. Merry Christmas.
Isn't it the term?
Hello,
Lipstick
Nikki.
on
On the
a
other side
pig?
of the wall.
Like with that liquor isn't like lipstick on a pig. It's like
Well,
no
I
matter
will
what you
say
mix it,
this.
no matter what you mix it with, it's still at the end of the day. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you spent more than $3.75 on McCormick's, you overpaid.
yeah.
Hi,
Crazy Ann,
Nikki.
Megan's on the other side of the wall right here, right now.
Hi, Megan.
Her and my baby girl, Mirny.
Mhm.
Oh,
I haven't seen
Yeah,
her in a while.
they're spending the night because Christmas morning, you know.
Oh, yeah. Christmas tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna throw it up again just in case.
Royal Fart is in here, and Nick is in here.
I'm gonna steal that.
Hello,
link that we
Bordeaux
saved.
Fart.
oh Lord.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, put the link back in there, Jody. So
I
you
did. I threw it back out there.
Hello,
There she is.
Gal.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Megan.
Megan.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
hello.
Megan.
Oh,
Everybody be good.
there's
Oh.
the
Yeah,
cutie.
behave.
How could you not be good when you got a beautiful thing looking at you like
Look at
that,
that.
little
I'm just
girl?
saying PG and not 13.
I know.
Kathy, you're talking about Phil that way? That's weird.
Are you ready for Santa
It is
Claus?
dark in here. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
It's not dark when
Santa
you
Claus
look at here.
tomorrow.
Are you ready for Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you
Mommy
given?
are just downstairs at our bed. Because
Aw.
yeah, Mommy are gonna stay here at the night. Right, Papa?
Yep.
Aw.
Aw.
She's
Yeah,
been
I'm
drinking
So
too.
cute.
Yeah.
I'm about to get started here shortly.
She's so
And
precious, isn't
I'll
she?
make the rounds.
She's
Oh,
so precious.
I see it now.
Meep, meep.
Phil.
Nick Jones, be good, be good, be good, be good.
Yes,
gotta-
I am.
Okay,
Okay.
we have a child on panel.
You know.
You see that?
Yeah.
She's so cute.
So cute.
Funny looking.
Meep,
Meep, meep.
meep, meep.
She's precious, Phil.
She
Very
is.
precious. Yes, she
And she knows
is.
she is too.
Yeah.
What's up, Fulton?
Hey, Phil. Hey, how you doing? Merry Christmas.
Look up here. That's where they can see you.
Merry Christmas. All
Merry
right, here we
Christmas.
go. We've got all
Oh, we got
Phil,
them all
who's
here
with
now.
you?
Nick Jones, Fulton, Raven. What's up, guys?
Holy.
I was hoping for Gaffa too. Where are you, Gaffa?
You're right. Don't forget, Santa's coming. He's on his way.
You what?
Good night, sweetie.
We got wiggly tooth. Say goodbye.
Bye.
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 How you doing, Phil? Did you get the call I sent you?
All right, we're back to TVMA. All right.
When did you send it?
Let me see.
Yesterday?
I'm not sure.
Yesterday. Oh my trouble.
It takes a little bit, bro. Yesterday. Love is so far away.
There you go.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Hello there, Nick.
Hello, Kathy.
Hello.
Hey, Nick. Good to see you. Hey,
Hey,
Raven.
Nick,
talk
you're
to
looking great, you fucking piece of shit.
See, I told you we were back to TVMA.
Oh, boy.
Sorry about
Hey,
that.
Fulton.
I think it was on a Wednesday, Phil, that we sent it.
Okay, hey, Fulton. Have you
Yeah.
been drinking those Seagrams?
Not yet.
Oh, man. You got to catch up, dude.
I know. Probably not tonight. I'm just not feeling it today.
Mm-mm.
No.
Take it when you want to. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure, bro.
We told you how
Nope,
to feel
nope,
it.
no pressure. I mean, he was just showing his box of Seagrams earlier. I was just asking if he had partaken in any.
Oh yeah.
You got plenty of time to become an alcoholic, so okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't get there on Seagrams. I'm just gonna throw that out
No,
there.
but it's a good gateway.
Like the entryway drug, you know.
Yeah, it's a
Seagram gets
gateway.
you started. I
Gateway.
remember Bartles and James back in 1985.
Yeah.
No, hey Phil, we were talking about the Seagrams golden wine coolers. Back when before Die Hard, when he was doing Moonlighting.
Okay.
And they had that Seagram's golden wine cooler come out, and he was singing the song in the Moonlighting character guy. Yeah, you remember that shit?
I don't know.
Hey, Phil.
So,
hey, Nick.
So anyway,
Check the private chat.
Private chat.
No.
Oh Lord, I
Yeah.
haven't even checked that.
No, it's just Nick. It's Nick.
So, anyways, Phil, we send it on Wednesday, so you should probably get it soon.
Okay, we'll see it soon. I'll see it social.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Because I don't think the mail's gonna be there tomorrow because we're staying tomorrow.
Sorry to hear that, Nick.
Yep, sorry to hear that.
Phil, did you hear about my dad?
Nope. Damn.
Hey, what's up?
Jay.
What's going on, guys? How we doing, Jody?
I'm all right.
Good.
It just feels funny calling somebody else Jay. My best bud from the military, his name's Jay. I just have to remember you're not him. Be like, what's up, motherfucker?
Right? Oh, man. Hello, Kathy, my love.
Hello, baby. How are
There you go.
I'm doing fantastic, my dear.
Oh, your beard still looks so. I remember how you made my thighs all scratchy.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
Should I feel jealous?
Wow.
Should I feel jealous? Okay.
Oh, I love you, Kathy.
I love you too, baby.
How was your Christmas Eve?
Oh, it's doing okay. How are you?
Good.
Did you
Good.
have to
It went
work?
good. We went to my parents' house and the kids got to open presents, and
Oh.
I've been drinking Old Humble Special Reserve whiskey all day, so I'm a
Nice.
little tipsy right now. It's but
I
I'll
like
tell you
you a
what. I'll
little
tell you what,
tipsy.
Jody. It is phenomenal, man.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna get some.
Yeah, tonight I'm actually doing I'm doing a review. Actually, I'm gonna be tagging you in it because I'm doing a review with the rocks glass I got and that Calumet 15 that you sent me.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that tonight. So you'll see that hopefully tomorrow. Either sometime tonight or tomorrow morning it'll come out. So
All right. Cool, man. Man, I can't wait to get it. At least some samples.
Where's
Dude,
my girlfriend,
yeah.
Nikki? Where's my girlfriend, Nikki?
She is in the other room with the kids. She's being nice and giving me a break and letting me jump up on panel for a minute.
Oh.
All right.
She's a good wife.
Yeah, she is.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, we enjoy our threesome.
Oh, very much so.
Oh,
Oh, hey Phil, how we doing, bud?
Oh man, I'll make it.
You'll make it.
I'll make it.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
I'm
after
just-
the first year, I really got to start pounding on these spicy challenges again.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody keeps asking me, are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready for Christmas? Well, I deliver packages for a living, so I'm ready for Christmas to be over. Okay, like I'm done right
Excuse
now.
me, Jay. You have never delivered your package to me.
No, not yet. Not yet. That'll be special delivery. I'm gonna overnight that to you.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh. My sinuses are starting to
You know,
clog.
Kathy, you're gonna make Travis jealous. You know that, right?
Nah, I don't think so. You don't give a hoot.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that like the more and more streams I'm going on that Kathy jumps on, the more and more I see the TVMA up in the corner, and I'm like, I wonder why.
Yep.
Why in the
I
hell
do
are you
that.
in the bathroom?
Why? Because it's the only place in my house I can smoke a cigarette.
Well, that's where Nikki does
And our
hers,
bathroom is huge, so we have like one corner that we
Why
have
is
a
the
chair and
power
stuff
rod
in.
so high?
So yeah, that's where I go hide to smoke my
He's
cigarettes.
sitting on
and
the
other-
throne, man.
Other
Yeah, well, I
substances.
mean, why is the tower rod so high?
It's actually it's up to this because I'm sitting down low.
Are you sitting
It
on the
doesn't
floor?
seem. It seems like it's higher than it really is. It's really not.
No, he's on the throne.
There you
That's the grab bar.
go. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
For him or her?
This is where Nikki.
For
yeah,
her
this is where
and
Nikki-
for Nikki and I. We both grab it. I told you we have a threesome going on.
That'd be a heavy sight.
What?
Huh?
I said that'll be a hideous sight seeing Kathy naked. Oh.
I don't think so.
That's what you gotta leave to imagination, right?
Right. Oh man.
So, Phil, I didn't tell you about my dad. How do I feel?
I've heard about your dad, his ankle surgery, and that he's recovering nicely.
Cindy.
30 thanks for putting the GoFundMe page for my dad. Appreciate it.
Threw it out there.
Thank you.
So Cindy, when are we doing this fireball challenge?
Hey, I'm game anytime on like the weekends because, I work.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
Well, actually, my brother
After
got
the holidays,
my
I
brother
should cut
has
down the hours
He
at work.
works now. He works now.
Oh God.
Well, actually, my brother's got a
Look at Mike. Mike goes.
Well, Phil thinks I work as a phone sex operator.
Oh, I know you work as a phone sex operator.
That's what I thought that was happening.
I called you 3 times last week.
Like with a name like Mike Hunt, like that's awesome, man. Like you guys can make tons of me.
Ann, how do you handle all these people? How do you do it, Ann? I don't know how you do it.
Well, normally, I work on them, so yeah, I'm just chilling now.
Hey, you know what? That first part of her name says it all.
Yep.
Jay, let me bust a little knowledge on you.
All right.
Crazy Ann is just as corruptible as the rest of us.
No, not corruptible. She's corrupted.
Corrupted. Okay.
All right.
She's corrupting.
Oh, that's funny.
Dearest, I need
I like being
the
over
cream,
Jay.
please.
Yes.
I like to be on top.
Well, maybe
yeah.
places then, so yeah.
Oh.
I felt that.
You just gotta be careful about
I'm
Kathy.
thinking about Alex now. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Let me tell you this though. I was watching them play the video game thing, and Crazy Ann comes down, and Marcedale's screaming, and Cindy's in the background laughing, and Crazy Ann's like, "You motherfucker, you shot my friend," and she's jumping over fences and walls and stuff, and she's like, rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. She's like, "I'm gonna burn your ass." I mean, if you want to see some crazy shit, watch them play Call of Duty.
What are you talking about? I've learned Norwegian swear words because of her now.
I learned Spanish words from Teresa.
Crazy Ann is brutal on
I'm
that
bad.
game.
I had a bad mouth. Yeah, I cuss like a sailor on a plane. Oh Jesus.
Says the girl that plays with the girl who calls people goat fucking child molester. I mean, come on. I think I'm just as bad as Marcelo,
Our latest goat fucker here in the state of in the states just became a dog fucker too. So hey,
I don't want to know that.
Yeah.
Well,
What?
Yeah, guy. What is it? One of
no, I don't want to know that. Shut up.
transgender thingies got arrested and for pedophilia, and then they went and looked at his laptop and found out he's a dog fucker too. So
Why do you have to say something like that?
because it's true.
Shut up.
If you're a guy that dresses like a girl, you got issues. Just saying.
I don't like things like that. No.
Did you guys ever notice?
People that are
Did you guys
sick
ever
in
see
the
the video where Joe Biden's answering a video where he's talking to somebody and it said, "Let's go, Brandon."
I did see that today. I played it for my family members. Joe Biden was answering questions and whatnot on a phone thing, and a guy was talking to him, and the guy says, "Let's go, Brandon," and Joe Biden said, "Yes, let's go, Brandon." I could not freaking believe it. I gotta pull that up.
I seen some spoof videos on that where they used the Bart and Lisa Simpsons of The Simpsons, and they made it look like they were calling him, and they were laughing in the background.
Leave it out. It's
I
good.
mean, if somebody
I'm
kept
sorry,
saying
Joe
the same
Biden.
thing to me, I'd probably say it back.
No.
It's like, yeah, fuck Jody. Oh yeah, okay, fuck Jody. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna say?
Right.
Not again.
I mean, at some point, it's like, yeah, come on, let's go, Brandon. Whatever.
Yeah, but different thing was he didn't realize.
Oh, okay.
You could see his wife could tell what was going on, but he didn't. He had no clue.
He hasn't had a clue for years.
Oh, he got that V
I gotta
clue.
find this shit now.
In a way, it was funny too. I mean, heck, a lot of people don't realize how demented this is. Especially in this really.
The guy is just lost it. He has no clue.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, it's
no
not.
clue.
It's not funny. It's really kind of.
It isn't really. He has lost his fucking marbles.
I haven't even paid attention.
Yeah,
I
basically.
try not to watch the news.
Yeah.
Yep. And see, people like Michael and Travis can't say shit. So.
Right. Yeah, I remember that when my son was in the
Until they're
service.
out of the militaries, then they could say whatever
Yeah.
they want to say.
Yeah. Well, we still have what? 3 more years? 4 more years?
3 years on this contract.
Something like that.
Wait. Driving home. Did you drop them off, or are they coming home with you?
You probably just forgot.
Yeah, I'm on my way home. I have a bottle of Jim Beam in one hand, and I'm driving.
Kids are gone. Party time.
Party time.
You know what, Jody? You say that about kids. It's funny. My new Ford that I have has a sensor in the back in case you forget your kids in the back.
Uh-oh.
That's funny. Are you serious?
It does. It has a sensor that you have to turn off because if you have a dog back there, it'll go off that you're leaving your something.
Child, yeah.
Oh wow.
What's this world coming to that you can't sneak away? Like, bring them in the front door and you sneak out the back.
Dude, I remember going to the grocery store. My mom used to leave she wouldn't take me in the fucking grocery store. She'd leave my ass in the car and be like, I'm going
Yeah,
shopping.
we
You
did
guys stay the
too.
fuck here.
Yeah.
Now
But
you do
at
that
least-
now, you go to jail.
At least
My
you
mom
can
and
put
dad
the
had
window
5
down that
kids.
far. My
Yeah.
big old head wouldn't fit through, but at least I could breathe.
Right.
Shit, we used to lay in the back of the station wagon and
In the mirror, yeah, in the back window. Yeah.
Or right in the back of a truck.
Yes,
Yeah.
all 5 of us kids would be out in the back of the truck, and Dad would be driving, and we'd be just jumping
Yeah, there-
around in the back, and it
We
would
used to
be
put
fun.
love seats back
Yeah,
there,
there
right?
was a meme. There was a meme that I saw the other day, and it was a guy sitting in his car, and his son was standing outside the car, all bundled up. It was freezing cold. He's all bundled up like snow, and the caption underneath said, "Such a bitch, you can't smoke with your kids in the car anymore." And the guy's smoking in the car while his kid's standing out in the cold.
Yeah.
Oh
it's like-
man, I was watching some of the last night. I was watching one of the old Dean Martin roasts, And man,
Oh.
you watch some of these roasts and you're like, man, some of the things that they got away with saying, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
these
no way
roasts
you can get
back
away with it
then, or
now.
are you
Oh,
talking about the
no.
ones that are today?
Yeah,
The
you say
Dean
one
Martin
of the
roast?
comments they say, you're getting chastised all across the internet. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Well, Eddie Murphy Raw. Think of how.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, even what's his name?
That shit was
Rock
funny.
used to be really bad, but then he cleaned up a bit, I think.
Yeah.
Now, but he used to be
I
really
think he
bad.
cleaned up. I think he cleaned up when his kids got old enough to watch his stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta fix this.
Yeah. It's like, ooh.
Well, actually, a lot of people don't realize if you go back in the '70s where you had the Steve Martin roasting, a lot of the comedians back then used to venerate a lot of people on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, just the racist, the blacks and the brown jokes that you hear on those old roasts.
Oh
man,
yeah,
you're-
well yeah.
I'm listening to it and I'm going, like today, dude, you wouldn't get away with any of that. Like,
No.
no way would that be aired on TV.
No.
And they're
No.
all, of course, inside, ashtrays in front of everybody. Everybody's smoking on
Smoking.
live TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
And
crazy.
Dean Martin, you always seen Dean Martin with a cigarette.
Oh yeah.
Oh, or like the Saturday Night Live where Chevy Chase and
Chevy
Way to
Yep.
go. Way to go, Phil. That was-
and
there you
who's
go.
it?
That was
Who's it?
sexy.
Richard Pryor.
What?
See, those two can say things like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, that's what pay attention. This is what I listened to today, okay?
Okay.
And how about Penelope?
Well, Penelope, she's only 2, so I think she'd be happy with just about it.
Oh, that's great.
that's great.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful that you have a 2-year-old. Well,
Bimbo.
have a Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful Christmas.
And by the way, you guys have to be in bed by 9 o'clock, and asleep between 9 and 12, or he doesn't show up.
This isn't to you, Jared. This is to the kids.
That's right.
That man
I hope
actually
you have a
believes there's
wonderful
Santa.
Christmas.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas as well.
Oh,
Merry
thank you.
Christmas, and let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Hey, by the way, where are you in Oregon? Where's your home?
Oh God.
He was an idiot. He agreed. He agreed. Let's go, Brandon. I agree. What the fuck?
Well,
That's your commander in chief. That's the guy that's running this place.
and he probably still thinks there is a Santa.
Well, his wife was like,
You
"Oh,
mean there
fuck."
isn't, Kathy?
I don't know. I mean, it sounded to me like he was kind of playing it off, like whatever.
I don't think he was playing it off at all. I thought he did.
I think he didn't
He didn't
even know.
realize. He didn't
Fuck
realize.
yourself. Go fuck
really
yourself.
meant.
I mean, these guys get briefed. I mean, I'm seriously, if he doesn't know what the phrase is,
Well, he knows what the phrase is. I think he was just, again, incoherent.
Yeah.
Either way,
You
I just
really
find
got
it funny.
you really got to look at his wife and see how. My God, did I just hear that?
oh yeah,
About my
you can
husband?
tell. You can tell. Listen, watching her with her expressions, it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this actually came across, and he just went right along with it. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. I agree. Let's go, Brandon.
I just find it funny that you have presidents that are looking at running again, and they're going to be like 80. Like,
I know.
it's like, and we got a prime minister that's like 30. I mean,
Well, he looks 30.
Yeah, it's like Tom Brady. Just quit already. Just quit while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Where you at,
Trudeau?
Canada.
Yeah,
Sure,
you guys
Canada.
almost have to shut the fuck down.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah, I mean, you guys pay 50% sales tax.
What did you say?
You get 50% of your paycheck. Yeah, you get free health care that you get to take advantage of 6 months down the road. And if you need something done, you ain't gonna walk into a hospital and get it done, a knee surgery or anything else like that done. So, I mean, our biggest problem right now in the car sales industry, working for Chevy, is getting fucking Equinoxes because them motherfuckers up there aren't making any Equinox because they're all shut down.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something about Trudeau. Trudeau hit 32 and stopped aging for 16 years.
Well, who was your like youngest president? Would it be Obama?
Kennedy?
Kennedy, maybe.
Kennedy, I think
Kennedy.
he was.
Just-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess back. Yeah, back. I mean,
And then they hosed his ass.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just find it funny, like it's because like it's always 70-something-year-olds.
Theodore Roosevelt was
Yeah.
the youngest president.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Kamala might be in the next couple of years.
He
But
was
nobody
43.
was going to
He was
screw.
43 when he ran. That's the youngest president. It's 43.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beanie
Well,
could be a
nobody's
better
gonna
president
screw
than we got
Teddy.
now.
Yeah, but she's too smart to run. I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, she's already got too many skeletons in the closet. She can't run.
No, she'd make a good politician because of how
Yeah.
many she's got.
Jay,
You can turn it.
Yes, ma'am.
why don't you run for president? You be the president, and I'll be Monica.
All right.
I was
I can
just
handle
about
that.
to say, so you can be the first mistress.
Yeah.
If y'all
We can have
would
fun
let
in the
me
Oval Office.
governor for one more term, I will not run for president of the United States.
That was what Bill Clinton said before
I
he
did
ran
not
for
have
president.
sexual relations with that woman.
I did not
Yeah.
have
you
sexual
noticed
relations with that
that-
woman.
That
Again.
is
Monica
the
Lewinsky.
politician thing. The whole thumb thing. Boy, that annoys me more than anything. That's why I was so glad when Trump come in with his little, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, at least it's not this shit.
Dude, I lived in Arkansas when he did that shit. I was in the military, but I was still in Arkansas. I mean, like I was still like joining the military and stuff. I was in college or whatever, and he was like, and I said, don't elect him governor because he's going to run for president. And they're like, no. And he came out and was like, if you elect me to one more term, I will not run for president of the United States. And then he turned right around, like won the governorship and then ran for president.
Yeah.
And guess what everybody did? Woohoo!
What branch of the military were you in, Jody?
Air Force.
Air Force. Okay.
The one where we get caviar and lobster.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was in the Navy. I come from a Navy family. My dad actually did 2 years in the Air Force and then cross transferred into the Navy. He was a bomb loader during the Gulf War.
Yeah. No, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in Comtech stuff in the Air Force. I mean, I scored really high on my little test going in, and I was in computers, and that's what I do now. I do computer security stuff.
Nice. Awesome.
Well, even knowing that people who were in the Air Force, they got also know the history that it was originally called the Army Air Corps.
Well,
Right.
that was way back there when we had black and
yeah.
white TVs. Yeah.
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 Because then it became the Air Force in 1940.
Well, and the Marines spawned off the Navy.
Navy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Well, actually, the Navy actually came from the Marines. It was the
No.
opposite.
No, I thought it was the other
it was
way.
not.
No, you got that
The
way
Marines
wrong.
the Marines are technically a branch of the Navy, and they still
Of the
technically
Navy.
are.
They're a department of the Navy.
Department of the Navy.
Yeah,
yes.
you're right. It was actually the Department of the Navy, but the Marines came from the Navy, and they are technically really part of the Navy.
Yes, they still
Well,
technically.
yeah.
fall under-
That's what we were saying. But yeah, I mean, the first two things, I mean, you got to go way back in history and say, what do we know how to do? We knew how to bludgeon, okay, Army. We knew how to float on boats, Navy. All the other stuff came after, right?
Yeah, and you know why they call them leathernecks?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, because they're weathered. They're out there in it.
No.
all the time.
No,
Well,
it's because
they had to have leather straps on the back of their necks to protect them during what, World War One
No, it's like 1812.
or 1812? Yeah.
I actually
History buff over here, so
Yeah.
it's what happens when you marry the person that loves history. you learn. Shit.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter where they came from. It doesn't matter who did what. We have alien force now.
Yeah.
Hey now,
Space Force.
hey now,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
they Zoom called with Beanie's chemistry class.
Outer space.
Is that a branch? Is that a branch of Spaceballs?
The
No.
Space
I shouldn't
Force.
say that. I have nothing to do with it.
No, it actually started with Trump when he.
No, I know.
declared
I know.
Well, they're going to recruit Frank Zappa's daughter before long. Have Moon Unit in the Space Force.
That's okay. They already have mining licenses for meteors that were approved.
Hey, you know what? Whatever they have to do, y'all go for it.
It's like it's craziness, man. We have Mounties.
The Air Force and Space Force is going to be arguing after a while, like when you're in the stratosphere, right before here, like where's the line drawn? Like where can the thing go? And it's not, you're in our territory. We take over.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you get glow on re-entry, it's Space Force.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
they're going to try to draw that line.
If you guys haven't seen the Netflix series of Space Force, a lot of people thought it was a joke.
I watched a couple. I watched 2 episodes of that, and I've never watched another one because it was stupid.
Yeah.
It was just.
And I also got
I didn't watch
another.
it.
I've got another drink of alcohol too.
Okay.
So it's from France, and it's called like the I don't know what it's called, but it's like
A Cigrand.
fireball drink.
Oh.
Ugh.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yeah. If it's from France, it has to be a
Cinnamon.
long silly bow.
It must be cinnamon. Cinnamon. Oh, tabernacle.
Right.
Cinnamon.
Oh man.
You either drink Cigrams or Cinnabon.
Cinnamon.
So what part of Canada are you in, Alex?
I am directly 4 hours north of Minneapolis. I'm
Minneapolis,
right on the
okay.
border. Like,
Okay, gotcha.
I look at International Falls. Like, you can throw a football to me. That's why if
Gotcha.
you guys have a good arm, throw me my whiskeys because
Yeah, I live in Washington State, so we used to go across to BC to Vancouver, BC quite often.
Oh yeah.
That was actually when I turned 19. That was actually the first place that I went bar hopping because back then you could go across the border and go drink in Canada when you were 19. So I'm like, we're going to Canada for my 19th birthday, and I'll tell you what, we went there and it was like playoff times. Y'all take your hockey fucking seriously. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Because that city did not stop partying until like 5 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Oh, they end up in the streets and everything partying.
Oh, dude.
Oh, all across Canada. It's like Madrid, Spain, and all that soccer.
Yes.
Or football. Right? Futbol. Football. And then in Canada, it's hockey.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was
They live and
stationed in.
breathe hockey up there.
Well, we only have 2 soccer teams and 1 basketball team and NBA team. So I mean, we gotta have.
Well, you got a Canadian football team too.
Well, that's CFL. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. No, when I was in
those are $30,000 salaries.
Yeah, Montana. I was at
and now I'm still surprised they only have 1 major league baseball team that
the Jays.
that always come to the United States to
think
play against our American football team.
Well, I'm surprised
Or
that
baseball
we only
team.
have
Baseball.
1 basketball team because we actually invented basketball.
Right.
Like, but we have no basketball teams like the Raptors.
Yeah. Because any baseball team that tried to take on an American football team will get destroyed. Lack of pads. I mean, it's like.
I mean,
Okay,
did you see Randy Johnson dropping back in the pocket? I don't think so.
I ask this of every Canadian I'm on panel with. Parlez-vous français?
Holy parlez-vous français? You're asking somebody if they speak French?
Yes.
Or we?
Usually-
Sorry.
Yeah.
She tried. She tried.
So if you go to Montreal, there's actually more people. So they'll start out and say bonjour, and you'll say, oh, hello. And they're like, oh, good, you speak English. And they're like fluent English, but yet they speak French like fluently as well. But some parts they call the separatistes, they'll actually spit on you if you speak English. They're very.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, they're very fluent with the keep the.
So what if I went to that part and I said Nippono Hanashite kudasai? I mean, I'm not speaking English. I'm asking if you speak
with that
Japanese.
twang, it'll be a little different. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Just kidding.
Nippon.
You might get punched. Who knows?
Who knows? All I know is because Quebec has always been for years trying to separate to be their own country.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why they don't like the English-speaking people.
Yeah.
They're French.
So they don't like tourists.
They're French. Yeah. Well,
but I know, actually, no, it doesn't matter. English is English to them. Like,
Right.
There's certain ones. They're called the separatistes, and they absolutely will not. They will actually spit on you. They're like a bunch of freaking just like, what is it? France. They're like, because France was once.
Right.
Quebec,
Right.
Whatever.
I don't know. We used to go to Edmonton, Alberta.
That's all the mine. That's mining areas. That's oil. All the oil.
Well, we went there for I was in Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana, and we would drive up to Edmonton. But that was back before all the 9/11, all this shit. We could just drive across the border, you know.
Oh yeah.
And we went up there and we partied a little bit. We went to that Mall of America in Edmonton. Yeah.
Mall of America in Edmonton.
Well, it was
It's like a
no
Mall of America. Yeah.
It was what was that called up there?
West Edmonton Mall.
West Edmonton Mall. Yeah, it was the biggest mall compared to the Mall of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what it was.
Like, I still don't know why you need roller coasters in malls, but hey.
Yeah,
everything.
and freaking trolley trains running all over the place, and
we got,
water slides and all
surf
kinds of
areas where you can surf, like the wave pools. But
A lot of the
I mean,
malls
but technically, Canada is North America.
Yeah, we're the North. The North. You know what? I mean.
So, Alex, which team you prefer for Christmas Day tomorrow? The Colts or the Cardinals?
I haven't even watched it. Honestly, blasphemy.
He doesn't watch American football.
I don't watch football in general because you know what? I have other things to do, like drinking whiskey and having my days off. No, actually, I don't. Honestly, I only watch sports for when my son lived with me for the last 10 years. He was either a soccer player or a basketball player. So I would stay with those sports and learn those sports like to a T.
Right.
So he moved. He's 17 now. He wanted to move to his mother's in Nova Scotia. So be it. But it was basketball was the last thing. So like I was a Lakers fan. I'm not gonna lie. I was a Lakers fan. But
don't care.
Yeah. But I had to say something about we were talking about CFL and NFL. So when my son was a soccer player, one of the competitive teams he used to play for, we used to have to travel 4 hours for him to play on the team, and it was all Italians. And I asked them about MLS, your Major League Soccer, and I said, it seems like pretty good soccer too. They go, yeah, well, that's where La Liga players go to retire. It's like, oh, okay, because they're very La Liga. European soccer is like king, and MLS is where you just kind of go to play like scrub soccer. It's like,
Well,
Italians.
I'll tell you
Italians.
this. I'll tell you this. I remember European style American football with all the different types of teams. They were actually the same teams as what was in the United States, but they just had all these different names.
Yeah. So when you're talking about what you're meaning about football, right? Is the
Yeah.
soccer?
No,
No, he's talking
American
about
football.
pads, helmets, American.
Yeah, because when they have rugby, and like my friends in Scotland, for instance, I asked them because they call soccer football. I said, so what is football then? Like in America, they go, well, you mean that pansy sport with equipment? They said that's what they know, just because they like rugby.
Rugby, yeah, yep.
No equipment, and you just.
I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot.
And I'm just saying, that's what they said.
Right.
I mean, and I can sit here all day long and say, yeah, if you think it's pansy, go play it. But at the same time, it's just not popular. It's just that's not what they watch. And over in Europe, it is soccer, 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 soccer. I mean, that is the big sport. You have Manchester United versus, all of these different teams. And to them, they know that shit better than the American football teams. And I don't even care how well you think the American football teams. They can damn near name every player on every fucking turf or pitch on everything.
Look at the riots that happen because of like their football or soccer. That
Yeah.
happen. Like insane riots happen when one of their teams lose a lot of times.
Mm.
But the one thing I will say, and I will say this, and people could disagree with me all you want. Okay, what you see sometimes, the guys that dive and fake injuries in soccer and that.
Whatever.
Thank goodness they start penalizing those now. But my son played competitive soccer for 3 years. Okay, I'm not saying it's as rough as football, but what I'm saying, it is actually rough.
Oh no, it's freaking rough.
Like soccer can be freaking the scores are 1-0 sometimes. But you know how many times these kids they have a little shin pad on them? How many times they got kicked in the balls by a 90-mile-an-hour ball, or got hit in the face with a freaking it gets rough after a while with those kids. My son was always just beaten right up.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying people
No,
always
and there's really no comparing it. I mean, hell, I've seen people get hurt playing tennis before.
Right.
I mean, if you play a sport and you're out there giving everything you've got, and they're giving everything they have, and y'all collide, shit happens.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Concussions I probably had in my life, and they told me just don't close your eyes, just get back out there.
Yeah. My ninth grade year playing football for my junior high. I went for a tackle, made the tackle, and when I landed, guy rolled onto my arm and snapped my left arm in 2 places. So it's just, it is what it is, man. Shit happens.
No, yeah.
How many people remember cricket?
I can't remember because I told you I had a concussion. Just kidding. No.
You know what cricket is?
Yeah, I have one in my craft room.
I actually have a cricket ball that I got from watching a live cricket match. So then those matches can go on for days.
Yeah.
Days, man. You got 2 or 3 days playing the same fucking cricket match.
Well, my whole thing with cricket, I watched a lot of it because all I got was Star Network when I was over in Japan for 4 years. I watched a lot of cricket. And my only thing with cricket is the first team comes up and they're on offense or defense, and they do their whole thickened thing.
Yep.
And then the second team that comes up has to either match beat or lose.
Yep.
And all the points are scored over here, and then all the points are scored, coming back up.
Yep.
See,
I don't know where the advantage is. I really don't.
I've never watched full matches of cricket. I don't even see some of those guys getting dirty. I don't know. It's pretty, the sweaters and the nice.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's a very much a non-contact sport for sure.
Yeah.
But,
you can get hit in the eye with a
how they
cricket
play.
ball, but
just
shit
never
happens,
I've never had somebody say, "Hey, let's go play cricket." And I'm
Right.
so ignorant in it, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I've
They
watched
use this
interesting.
bat like this wide.
The rules are really interesting. Like when you're pitching, the ball has to hit the ground and bounce before you can hit it. There's all sorts of weird rules. If you hit it before it bounces, it's this and that. So it's a really weird game, but it's kind of interesting to watch play.
Okay.
They have the
It can be
circles.
funner to actually play it, but
Yeah.
So if the inner circle, if you don't bat it out of the inner circle, it's a wicket. Okay.
Yep.
And a wicket is a strike. This is where baseball come from.
Yeah.
Right. And the pitcher is trying to pitch to the wicket. And if you miss it and he hits a wicket, you get a strike. I mean, you get so many wickets and you're done. Your whole team's out. And then if you don't make it out of the first circle, but then it's 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and a home run is 4.
Yeah.
That's out of the whole circle, right?
So, but that pole that's behind him, now the pitcher's trying to hit that, right?
Yes. And those are 2 poles with wickets in between.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot about wicket or cricket over 4 years of watching it because that's all the sports I had.
Yeah.
Except for baseball. And then Suteraiku. I mean, when I'm watching Japanese, like we say, strike. And that's it. It's a strike. They say Suteraiku. I mean, it's like 3 freaking syllables to say strike.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
Suteraiku.
saying McDonald's in Japanese too.
Yeah.
They put more syllables in it.
Yeah.
Miku don't know.
Well, like the Japanese baseball is like you cannot spit on the ground because they take offense of that.
Yeah. I think that's just the Japanese culture in in and of itself too. Like,
Yeah.
so. Oh, all right, guys. Well, hey, I got to jump down. I got to go take care of kids and get them ready for bed, and then I'm going to jump back up on some panels later. So, Raven, Mr. Fulton, have a great night.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy,
all right,
have a great night. We got to schedule our fireball competition because you're going down, lady.
Oh, whatever. I am going to whoop your ass in fireball.
Jay, you're asking for trouble. You are asking for trouble.
The United
might be, but
States
that's okay.
versus Canada in fireball.
Yes, in fireball. Oh, my goodness. Miss Kathy, I love you very much, and I will see you later, my dear.
I love you too, honey. But I'm a little bit jealous. She told Cindy she was going down.
Oh, Kathy, it's quite all right. You can go completely down. Okay. he's just saying he's going to take me down. Well, that's wrong too.
Yeah, I think that's what Kathy's saying. She wants me to take her down, is what she's saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, it was very nice meeting you, man. Have a great night. Jody, thanks for having me up, buddy. I'll see you later, man.
Have a great Christmas.
Have a good night, guys.
Cool.
Okay, Jody, the next one for the poor tonight.
Oh, okay. All right.
What?
Phone is
What the
going
hell?
over here. What's going on?
From story time?
Yeah, story time. It's
Story time.
It's a rye pick. Triplets down rye pick.
Wow.
I still have some Christmas.
Let me see.
I'm not gonna drink
Let me
it
see the
tonight.
pictures. Let me see the pictures of the.
So it's Klein, Shane up here, Shane Long. This
And
is
Scar.
They got Scar from Lion King.
Yeah, and that's Klein down here.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's cool.
Well, the other one I have is the sexual chocolate, and then I have Christmas. I have Christmas and Thanksgiving, but I don't have it here. It's sitting at my cousin's. But
Wait, have you tried the Christmas?
no, I haven't cracked them yet. They're sitting at my cousin's. My cousin.
Oh my God, that Christmas is phenomenal.
Everybody is going to be empty on those bottles by the time I crack them. So, and there's the sexual chocolate one. So, where are we going here?
That is fucking brilliant. I love that.
I really can't see it, Jody.
Oh, wait.
Jody,
Keep
make
holding.
it, make it bigger for Kathy. Make it bigger for Kathy.
Yes.
Oh, that is just.
Oh my God.
No,
that
this is
That
Trev.
is
That's
fucking
Trev from
hilarious.
It is.
Urban Wrench.
That reminds me of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That's what it's
Oh my
supposed
God!
to be.
Look at his bottle too. Oh my God! Your bottle is 69 of 96.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 69.
Oh my God! That is just awesome.
That's the
Oh
bourbon.
my God.
All right. Okay.
That's so cool.
So I had to trigger that one again, right? Okay.
Well, this Christmas is freaking phenomenal, dude.
I know. I've never tried Nassif or or obtaining them yet, so
Yeah.
I can't wait to be able to try them.
Oh, I'll put it up here. Hang on. It's on the top shelf. I'm gonna take just a tiny sip of it.
I'll see if I can find them.
Golly.
So this
Did
is-
I screw the top on tight enough? I didn't want to lose any potency. Holy moly, I'll put that on tight. Hang on.
Let's see if I can show you. No, that's
Did you
Christmas.
see where Blake had said hello to you, Jody?
Oh no, I did not. I'm trying to multitask. What's up, Blake Hurst?
Anyways, Jody, how about I head off here?
Okay. All right, dude.
Take care of Holden.
Thanks. See
All
you
right.
guys tomorrow.
That is in my
See you.
prayer still.
So I have bottles sitting at my cousin's. So
Blake Hurst.
there's about 12 on that bottles, and then there's my Christmas and Thanksgiving is sitting there.
Oh wow.
And then I have another, I think, 6 more bottles there coming. And then I've won 5 contests recently. So it's like just crazy. I've just been lucky. I'm the only Canadian that has these bottles, like, honest to God.
Well, yeah, because I'm an American and I don't even have those damn bottles. I live an hour and 20 minutes from the distillery and I don't have those bottles.
Especially the ones that literally had the story time in Willy Wonka theme.
What I've heard about Driftless Glen, and I'm no pro on this by any means, but the picks are where it's at with Driftless Glen instead of the just off the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
To what I've heard, I mean, I'm not. So if you were able to even do a pick of some sort, it's probably the better versions that you're gonna get. Like you could do a bourbon bounty pick somehow.
I would have to pick something. Yeah.
I just don't even know how that works.
All my picks are up here. I mean, when I find something that comes along every once in a while, and I have some bourbons up here that are a couple of years old that I'm not drinking because they're my favorites from back when. You know, I mean, that's the bourbon bounty picks.
Yeah.
But I do have to, man, I have to go to the bathroom a lot.
That's all good.
See, Jody's. Oh,
Cindy, you're in charge.
Oh God, this is
Oh,
bad.
It's
This
the
is
Panda
bad.
Show.
Jody's. Yes, he has put the fox.
Don't
in
worry,
front of
she
his
won't
mouth.
draw no penises while he's gone.
No, I will not. I will be
Again.
good.
Again.
Yes, again.
Jody's the one that got me started into bourbons and whiskeys and that kind of stuff, and of all things, he started me off with Hibiki,
Oh yeah.
and that was a bad thing because I got a bottle of Hibiki that I would murder my husband if he took any out of it.
Yeah.
So
Isn't so? I've never tried a Hibiki. I've seen it. Isn't it like a Scotch?
it's more like a Scotch, yes.
Yeah.
And it's you know, Jody's the one that started getting me into doing like I got the Glencairn because of him,
Yeah.
and I've started learning about the different, you know, aromas and notes and stuff, and it's just kind of, to me, it's kind of crazy how much I'm starting to pick up. And you know, I was the type that I would sit back and I would have a glass of bourbon with a cigar, and you know, I didn't know what I was drinking. So
Well, let's just. I've been just over about a year and 2 months into bourbon drinking, like whiskey drinking. I mean, I've got some wicked scotches here as well, but I like bourbon more. I like scotch, don't get me wrong, but I drink bourbon all the time.
well, it takes
takes a long
taken
time,
me
though.
gosh, how long now? 3 months to find something that I actually enjoy, because my husband, he's been right along with me with trying, and he's found ryes that he loves. He's found
bourbon that I absolutely love.
he's found bourbons that he just adores.
Yeah.
And I'm trying right along with him, and I'm sitting there going, nope.
But it's gonna be like that though. Like it's like your husband could love a certain bourbon, and I may just be like, it might not be my thing. And I love bourbons, but it's so subjective on your tastes. Like
that's all whiskey.
Yeah,
that's all of it.
But people like toasted Michter's toasted Michter's 2021. I tried it and it tastes like flat pop to me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Maker's Mark.
Oh no, Michter's, the Michter's.
Oh, Michter's. Okay.
Mr. Michter's Toasted Barrel 2021. Everybody loves it. I got a sample of it from the likes. I thought it fell flat for me, but that's just my taste. I mean,
yeah, those Heaven's Doors that I was just like, you got the 3-pack, and first thing I said to Jody was like, okay, which one do I open? Which one do I open?
Finished whiskeys you might
like.
Yeah.
And that's where I have been easing into it, and where my husband absolutely loves, I'm sitting there going, and he actually picked up a bottle of Ezra Brooks the other day that he says he's not opening till we get over there, Jody. So
okay,
this is my favorite bourbon.
Yeah.
Is it the 7?
7
year or 99 or whatever it is?
He got a brand new bottle because he polished off the first bottle.
Holy
stuff! Here's like the third or fourth bottle I bought of this. It's that damn good.
Yes, when I find a bottle of something and I buy it,
look at that!
I bring it home and I try it.
Nice.
And my eyes get big, and you can see the whites above the iris on both sides. Rest assured, I'm going back the next day to buy 2 or 3 more bottles.
Yeah.
Yep. See, this is 107 proof, and it was actually barrel filled in 2015. So, yeah, he.
Let me tell Jody about this one. This one,
he really loves it.
This one is a store pick. The owner of the liquor store that I like to go to went to the actual distillery and picked out this barrel.
Right.
So this is one of the last bottles that they have.
Okay.
Because they've been going through it. This is really good.
That'd be interesting though. See, but that's the thing though. Picks are the new thing, man. Like
right. But nope, not everybody can get it.
No, I know. That's the thing though. But it's like it's so much different, weirdly, than just what's on the shelf of their. It's so different for me anyhow. Okay, somebody that's very experienced may be able to pick them all out to say like, oh yeah, this is definitely Elijah Craig, or this is definitely Ezra Brooks.
Yeah.
For me though, I could sit back and see the difference between that bottle and say that just the normal store-bought bottle, and I could say that I would like the bottle that Mike bought than the store-bought for some reason. Or I can
the problem with the store picks. Okay, here's the deal.
Yeah.
When you go in to pick a barrel, and people don't understand this, one, you're spending $8,000 or between $4,000 and $8,000. Well, sometimes you can get them for $1,500. It just depends. Yeah. But typically, it's going to be between $4,000 and $8,000 for a barrel.
Yeah.
And when you go in to pick a barrel, they only give you a selection of 4 or 5 barrels, right? Yeah. They only let you select from these. And then they'll drop water in it and they'll do things and then, this will open it up. And then they try to guesstimate at what the gravity is in the glass, and they try to cut it down to that proof. So let's say you tried 5 barrels let's say, Cindy, you and I worked for a liquor store, a big liquor store in, say, Tennessee. And we went together and you said, hey, I want to bring Bourbon Bounty with me because he's got a big bourbon channel. And we went in there. They would give us 4 or 5 barrels to choose from. And they would do the whole dropper thing, you know, in the glass. We would tell, woo, that's hot. It's all going to be hot, right? Straight out. And then we're like, oh, but I'm picking up a little cocoa. I'm picking up this. And then you add some water to it, a few drops here and there, and you try it. And then you do this stuff. And then you're going back and forth. And by the end of it, you're fucking drunk. And then you're like, oh, I like this one. This is cocoa nibs. And then they're like, okay, so which did you like? The first you tried or whatever? And then you're like, I liked it with 4 drops of water. And then they'll try to cut it down to that proof. And it could be 118, it could be 116, it could be whatever. Yeah. And then they'll say, we'll get it to you in a month or 2.
Yeah.
Then we go home. Then we sober up. Then they take that barrel and they try to add the right amount of water to cut it to a certain gravity. And then they bottle it and they send it to you. Well, at that point, you own those bottles. You own them. Good, bad, or ugly. You own those bottles. And every store is going to say, our store picks the best. They may not even believe that, but they're trying to sell those bottles.
No, for sure.
So they're going to put that label on it and stick it out there. And it's not an exact science. It's very, very, very subjective. And sometimes in all of the hustle and bustle and all of the hurry up and choose, you will get a good store pick every once in a while. But I'm telling you, these store picks are not what most people think they are. They're bang, 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 wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Get the fuck out the store. We'll send you your barrel when we bottle it. Bang, de bang, de bang. And they don't even know what the hell they're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
they
like
really don't.
These Storytime Driftix blends, they got to do 26 barrels to go through to get those picks.
Mm-hmm.
For that one, Storytime did. That's not a store pick. That's
not a store pick. That's a distillery pick.
Yeah. Like they did 26 barrels. It was like,
that's a whole big different story.
That's a long day.
When you go to D's Liquor in Knoxville, or you go to whatever liquor in Arkansas, and you go to whatever liquor in Tennessee, and they all have a fucking store pick of the same shit, that's wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. They don't even know what they're getting.
Yeah. That's why I say you have to trust the store that you, like, say if it's your regular store that you know their tastes and stuff like that, you'd have to trust a lot of times with that. Like, I know some guys that their one store owner is actually has a pretty good palate for that's similar to their palate, so they actually don't mind that. Even though, you only get like 4 barrels to choose from, which is not very, especially if you're not doing cast strength, right?
Yeah.
You did cast strength, you're okay. Well, not okay, but you're semi.
I mean, I have a Heaven's Door store pick from a liquor store in Tennessee. It is the hottest frick. I mean, you might as well just do a shot of Listerine.
Yeah.
But you put a little water in it and it opens up. And then you're like, holy crap, this is pretty good. But it takes 4 or 5 drops of water per snifter to get it to where it needs to be.
Yeah. Oh, there goes my. Sorry, my wife's taking the dogs out now.
Yeah, I hear. Man, I've got some big dogs. I got those 60, 70 pound dogs. I don't let them out here.
They just keep barking. No, I don't.
Jackson only barks when it's the UPS man or delivery man.
Oh.
And the UPS man, it's because the normal guy would throw out treats every time he goes by. So,
in North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, in North Carolina. Well, now that we're over here, he's not in a front fenced gate, that the UPS man tosses them out at him. So, but he still barks at UPS.
Give me some treats. That's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
Well, the bad thing is this fool. He's picky with his treats. Michael bought him an advent calendar, and he thinks these things are the bee's knees. So Michael goes and buys like 3 more advent calendars. I'm like, geez, he is a spoiled dog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, he's got his own sweater. He had Halloween pajamas.
Oh Lord. What was that damn dog treats? The stuff that came out. Shit. Bill. The hell was that? It was a gourmet dog treat. It looked like a damn sausage roll.
Trying to think of that too.
The ones that look like little sausages with
Bill Jack. Bill Jack.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yeah, the dogs fucking love it. It has like crack in it or something, and they crave it.
Do you want to know what's bad? Do you still have the nudges there? There are these. This is Jackson's crack,
Nudges.
Nudges.
and they are what's absolutely horrible. They've got the grill marks on.
That's for your pleasure.
Yeah, I know, but it's like crack to this little heathen. I mean, it's to the point that he tries to nudge at the table if it's up on a table, or
Uh-huh.
nudge at the bag because I want treats. Mom, give me snackums.
Spoil the dog.
No, considering I spent $400 flying him back from Okinawa, yeah, I'm going to.
Oh,
I mean, you know, that's my son. If I could
I
claim him
mean-
on taxes, I would.
In my hometown of Dumas, Arkansas, southeast.
You say dumbass?
Yeah, Dumas, Arkansas. There was a place called Arcat. Okay. And Arcat made catfish food. You know, like they spread it out in the catfish farms and they have, you know, food. And they also, in that plant, had Purina dog chow bags.
Oh.
And it was the exact same shit. But they would run some through like this red dye, yellow dye, whatever, to make it different colors in the bag. But it's catfish food. Is dogfish food. That's it. And it was Purina 1.
No.
And all they do is just color it. And they spray this faint, like, aroma, you know, aromatic
beef.
on it or something.
Beef aroma, some.
Yeah, chicken, beef, chicken, whatever. And they spray these different, like, as it goes through. And the catfish food, they would just produce, put in a bag, bam. And then they would put some to the side and they'd run it through the red dye, the yellow dye, the whatever dye. And it was the same exact shit. They just color it in different colors and put it in a dog food bag. And the only reason they put color on it is because for you, the owner. So when you open it, you see these different colors. So you think, oh, I'm giving my dog a gourmet meal. It's different flavors. It's all the same shit.
Yeah, you know what's funny? A veterinarian, like, so say if your dog's having stomach issues, a veterinarian will actually tell you to make them human food, to like rices and broth and all this other stuff, and it settles their stomachs and it makes them back to normal again, where they can start eating again and stuff like that. But it's like they can eat the same food. I mean, it's probably expensive as hell if you're
Right. I'm not going to give my dog a ribeye steak. I'll give.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, I don't mind doing broth once in a while, but But no, we have ours on medicated weight food right now.
But really, when the tornado went through and tore up Dumas, Arkansas, you can look it up. It was a big F5 hit and went through. It tore our cat apart. And that's when all of the real stuff came out, about what they were doing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there were Purina bags spread out across 12-mile radius,
Yeah.
And they're like, I thought that was a catfish food place. Well, yeah, but they were secretly bagging Purina dog food.
Yeah. That's too bad. Getting away with that though.
Well, my cousin's little Chihuahua mix, they could only eat certain types of dog food. So she would have to buy it from the vet, and that's insane.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pricey food coming from the vets.
You can probably do that yourself,
Yeah, but she. This is gonna make me sound like an asshole. She had just gotten this puppy, gotten this dog as a puppy, this little scruff muffin thing, and he had bowel issues, and she
He had the
spent.
green apple splatters.
No, we're talking serious bowel reconstruction as a
shit.
puppy type. And I'm like, she spent thousands of dollars. I was like, at that point, you should have just put him down and gotten a new one. You hadn't had him that long.
Yeah.
It makes me kind of sound like an asshole, but
Well, I don't know. I mean, at some point, you got a bum horse. I mean,
but that is like there are litters that end up with one or two that are missing organs and and all this kind of stuff, right?
I
Those
just
are the
saw a
ones
cat.
that they usually don't survive.
Alex, I just saw a cat coming right.
That's because on top of my Canadian cabinet is where their cat food is, so the dogs don't get it. They have a cat dish up there.
Yep. Oh, we used to do that. We had to put the cat
I put a ledge,
food stuff up.
a ledge right here so they can jump up and then up there. So.
Yep. And dogs will eat cat food way before they'll eat dog food.
yes.
So true.
And cat food is closer to human food.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my dogs, if I give them a bag, they'd eat that bag like in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Of cat food, anyhow.
My thing is, have you ever tried dog food?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I don't know why. Me and my older brother used to actually grab handfuls of it and start eating it.
Yeah, the kibble.
Yeah, I don't know why, but we did.
It probably was better back then. But it tastes just like nothing.
Like cardboard.
Well, if you look at like the pate type stuff,
Ugh, I've never tried to eat that, but no.
some of that does look like human food, and it's just like.
Well, it's like even the ones that you get that are like with gravy kind of thing. And if you were to take one of those, open it up, and then go get one of those canned stews or like those stews.
Yes.
They almost look identical.
Yep.
like some Dinty Moore
Yeah.
beef stew. Yes.
It's like you're
That's
like
why old people started eating because they couldn't afford to buy food, and they started eating dog food.
Yeah. I'll tell you something I'll do for my dogs every once in a while is I'll fry bacon and stuff, and I'll have like a pan that has bacon grease in it, and I'll dump a bunch of dry dog food in there and like toss it around in the bacon grease and put it. But you have to separate those bowls because they will attack each other over that shit.
Oh, yes, they will, buddy.
Yeah.
And they know when you're cooking bacon,
Uh-huh.
it's like, oh, the grease is coming. The grease is coming. Yeah.
Yeah. And they turn into like pack animals then.
But you have to make sure you walk them later because that shit ain't gonna be pretty if it splatters on your wall.
Yeah.
Because their systems aren't used to that much fat, because we've been feeding them like wheat germ and shit.
I come from the lard day when we would butcher our pigs and we'd have just real lard.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, people. I remember my grandpa used to have lard sandwiches with onions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like, whew. I've never tried
they
it, but
used-
I remember we just cut it,
Yeah.
put it on.
They used to take it
Ugh.
right out of the container and just take it and put it in their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what?
I'm one of those.
You really don't want to eat lard.
No, but it was cheap
Yeah.
as shit for like I know guys, friends of mine in Scotland right now. They still eat like the worst food sounding, but it's because they were so poor at one point in life, and that's they're used to that style of eating now for years and years of it.
Let me tell you, Raven, don't come to the South and eat a biscuit.
That has more butter than biscuit in it.
We used to make,
I'll tell
we
you
used
this.
to make our own butter as well. We
Uh,
lived on the farm. We made our own dill pickles.
I can just
And-
picture Kathy Bates churning butter with a little stick.
Well, when my grandmother was alive, she literally had a lot of canned stuff, and she used to can a lot of good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Kathy,
different. It's different than when you literally buy it from the store.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Totally different.
Oh, of
Kathy,
course. Without
Kathy
saying.
back in the day used to make her own lubricants and
Of course. Of course.
What are you talking about? Back in the day, she still does.
And you
It's called
still
Pico
and
now.
you could use lard for that as well.
You
And
can.
then
Yeah.
once you're done, there's cleanup afterwards.
Yeah, but once you're done, it smells like once you're done, it smells like somebody just cooked a meal.
Yeah. All that friction and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get past the
It'll taste
smell.
like fried bacon.
Yeah.
Heat it up, baby.
People
Oh,
walk into the
God.
house. Did you just cook something?
Yep, sure
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Yeah. Cook some sausage.
But
Now there's a lot of different food out there now that some people cannot stand.
We went out. We would get our gun ready, go out to the barns, shoot the cows, the steers, and start butchering them for the winter. We'd have our pigs. My grandfather and grandmother had the pigs. We'd go over there and butcher them. We would count how many chickens we needed. We would butcher those, and we'd have them in our freezers.
Yep.
And we would have what we called a truck patch. It was bigger than just a garden. It was huge. And all that had to be canned. So we had to put all the canned jars and everything. So not only did we do it, but also my grandparents did it as well. So we were doing it for 2 houses. And
Kathy, did you had to heat up your canned jars?
well, yeah, we would do that to sterilize them. Now you
Yeah,
also
and it
had
has
them.
to suck the
now, if-
seal down.
Okay, but you're talking about. We had always did that. You always have to do that to seal them. But then there was ones that stuffed like tomatoes. You would
Mhm.
cook them and then you'd put them in the jars, and that was hot packing. And then if you wanted
Right.
cold pack, then you would pack them cold. So you would
But
have
you
cold
still have
packing.
to
But
boil
you
the
still have to
water.
boil to
You have
seal
to.
it.
Okay,
Right, to
so
seal
here's
it.
the science behind it. You
Right.
have to make the temperature, the pressure inside the bottle weaker than the pressure outside
Right.
of the jar. And so it will create a vacuum and suck the top. And then once
Right.
it pop, then
Right.
it seals, and then
Right.
it's hard to get it back off again.
But also, then you have to wait for it to pop.
Yeah, well, that's
Right.
the
And then you wait for them to pop because
difference
then
in
they're
pressure.
sealed. Right.
Right.
So I'm just saying that there's a difference between cold packing and hot packing.
Yeah.
But you're still going to have to put them in that water to make them seal.
Yeah, because you have to decrease the pressure inside the jar so that it will seal down.
Yep. And you cold pack green beans, but you hot pack tomatoes.
Right.
And tomatoes, you have to watch the the lids because the acidity from the tomatoes after so long will ruin a seal.
And let me tell you, and this is the God's honest truth. My grandmother asked me when I was young, she said, would you come over? Because I got some tomatoes I want a can. And I said, okay. She called it flagging. She didn't call it the period. She said flagging. And she goes, are you flagging? I said, no, Grandma. No, I lied. So I went over and I helped her. Do you know there's something with a woman being on their cycle and doing tomatoes? There's something with touching those that when I went home, the next day she called me and told me, you were lying to me, weren't you? And I said, what are you talking about? I did not believe it. I thought that I could get away with it. She told me, you were lying to me. I said, but Grandma, I wanted to come and see you. I'm sorry. And she goes, we got to redo those all over again. She goes, I'm going to get your father to bring you over. Or I would have to drive the tractor over or something. And then because the truck would be gone, because at 11 years old, 12 years old, we could drive a truck.
Yeah.
So what was wrong? Did they not seal?
Yeah, they wouldn't seal right, or it was just something went wrong with the tomatoes. It was in the tomatoes, but the acid in the tomatoes, it was something that whatever a woman puts out during that time of the month. I don't know if that's true, but that's what she said. And she found out. She called me the next day and told me that I was lying to her.
Well, I was just wondering if you had to reseal or if it didn't seal right.
No, we had to open them all up and dump them out. She wouldn't use those tomatoes.
Huh.
Yeah,
Now
you
that may
cannot
be
use
like,
them if something
that
like
may
that
have been
happens.
like a lot of hurt going into that. I don't know.
Well, it's because cutting up those tomatoes,
Mhm.
I was touching them to cut up the tomatoes.
Okay.
And so we wouldn't know which ones I was touching, which ones she was touching, except for there's the containers that the jars that had went bad. I really don't know all about that. I just remember, like I said, that her calling me and telling me that I lied to her. And then me going over there, and I really don't know exactly what went wrong, except for I know that they didn't seal proper or something. But she made us dump the tomatoes out. We had to start all over.
But from a scientific measure, if we knew what actually went wrong or what claimed to have gone wrong, we could measure it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
And I even once in a while when we, like my sister cans her food, and she lives in Pennsylvania, mountains in Pennsylvania. She does a lot of canning, and she would always tell me, she says, I make sure I'm not flagging at that time. She would always make sure that. And I said, don't you think that's an old wives' tale? That's what I would use to say. I said, maybe we did something really wrong and Grandma she goes, I don't believe that. She goes, how would Grandma know that you were lying?
Well,
See, with those kind of things, I always attribute those to being like a wives' tale and stuff, you know. But I also remember my grandmother saying, you can't make fudge and certain kind of things, you know, when it's the humidity is high and that kind of stuff. But that's scientific, though.
But that is.
Well, and what I was going to say is causation. You know, there's a difference between a coincidence, right? And sometimes things go wrong, and it's not because of anything that they understand. It could, like Cindy said, barometric pressure. It could have been the humidity in the air. It could have been a lot of things. And then the fact that they said, oh, you were lying, this fucked up, so you must be on your period. And then it just so happened that the barometric pressure and the humidity level was at a perfect point to screw everything up. But now that's like ingrained in you from here on out. And it probably had zero to do with losing, 30% of the jarring. It probably had more to do with the barometric pressure, because it all has to do with how much pressure is inside the jar as opposed to outside the jar. And sometimes if the pressure is high on the outside, you can heat them lower to a lower temperature and it will still seal because the pressure is higher. The barometric pressure is higher on the outside. It probably is that over the other. It just so happened. But since it just so happened, now you're a believer in the other, because I can't see how a jar would give one hootenanny whether you were bleeding from your cooch or not. It doesn't care. It's going to do what it's going to do scientifically, right? That's all I'm saying. And sometimes these old wives' tales or whatever, they get credence in certain ways, but causation something has to cause it.
It does make you wonder, though, is it something, are we really, at that time of the month, were we really putting out something out of our skin?
I doubt it. Well, that jar doesn't care.
Well, the jar don't, but the tomatoes with the acid in it.
Mm-hmm. But
Well, the tomatoes with the acid, is it like something that can't be with something that we're putting out in our skin?
I don't know, but the science behind sealing a jar is the pressure differential between the external pressure and the internal pressure. That has,
And I understand that. I do understand that, because how would that even interfere
right
with that? But is there something that maybe that's not what was wrong? Maybe she could tell that something was wrong with the tomatoes or something. I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, she's been dead for many, many years now, so it's not like I can ask her. But I could ask my sister, because she would not do her tomatoes if she was on her period.
Yeah, I just remember going to a family gathering, and I was in the military, and we had our first child, and I'm having him there, and I hold him up by his ankle, and he's laughing, and I'm flipping him around, and they're like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You're going to flip his liver. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And these old women were trying to tell me I'm going to flip my son's liver by holding him upside down by his feet. And I'm like, do you not realize he was upside down for almost the entire, I mean, the last term they turned upside down in the womb.
They have to turn for birth.
What kind of fucking sense does that make? If his liver would have already flipped. And how do you flip a liver? I mean, what the hell are y'all talking about? I mean, I'm a science guy. I'm a science guy. And some of that shit just reminds me of that crap, And there was no credence to it. I kept flipping my son. I kept throwing him on the bed. When
I was pregnant with my first son, and I had a craving for tomatoes, and I was continuously eating tomatoes. Well, I ended up getting this big rash on me, and these like red marks. I ended up going to the doctor, and they said, what are you eating? And I said, I just been craving tomatoes. They said, stop eating the tomatoes. The acid in the tomatoes is bothering you.
Merry Christmas.
Now, that right there is science.
Yeah, that's science. I mean, they're trying to figure out what's causing a rash.
So once I stopped eating the tomatoes, then it stopped. It started, to go away.
But I mean, what I'm having problem connecting the dots with is your internal biochemistry to a jar of tomatoes.
Right.
There is such this huge gap, there. Now, you eating tomatoes with an internal,
Yeah.
whatever, your body's going to metabolize things a different way. Your hormones are different. You're struggling,
And that's the
gonna
thing too, is where our hormones are all messed up during that. But
Mhm.
I just don't know if it's on your skin
I don't know.
or you're putting out something that we didn't know that we put out.
But would it be in such a concentration that it would screw up a whole big batch of jarring tomatoes?
Well, I mean, animals could tell if a woman's
Yeah.
on their period. An animal could tell from a distance.
Yep.
So can some men. I'm just saying.
They're animals. I said they're animals.
Alex said, I have month dar. That's It's like
Merry
radar
Christmas, you
for
filthy animal.
Yeah. Wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know.
Hey, Charnette.
Hey, Shernette.
Sure, Nat. I don't think I've ever met her. No, I wasn't on a stream yet with her.
Just a
Oh,
couple
well.
more hours and we get to see the final reveal.
You know what, Shernette?
Of what?
I will say this. I accidentally sent you the link earlier, but now I'm doing it on purpose in the StreamYard or in the stream down here. I meant to send it to, and not that I didn't want you to come up here, but I figured you were going to be busy. But I meant to post it to the community link we have, and I sent it to you because yours was the first one at the top, and then I was like, oh shit, and then I sent it. But like I said, it wasn't against you. I was not.
I don't think
figured
she's
you have
taking
kids.
offense
You were
to
going to
it.
be busy.
No.
I don't think she would be taking offense to it.
Well, she said ouch, but
Oh.
but you do have the
Aw.
link. If you want to come up, we'll welcome you. Hold full arms, wholehearted.
And Alex,
that.
she's also from Canada.
She's from Canada?
Yes. I told you that earlier. I was trying to tell you.
Did I get that to go? Come on.
And Jody thinks she is beautiful.
No, I can't say that word anymore. She is she is breathtaking.
It's still a B word.
I'm
Yeah.
My butt has been taking so many naps today.
I mean, if she's, if you think she's pretty, there's no harm in saying Shernette's pretty.
I know that.
She
I
is.
know
She's
that.
beautiful. There's no harm
Somebody
in
called
saying it.
attention to how many times he said it. So
I'm gonna say this. Purdy, purdy.
I don't
Like-
even. I haven't never even met her. and
That's
she's actually a
Southern
pretty girl. She's very pretty. I'm gonna say I don't even know her. So
Right,
Yeah,
Shernette? That's right.
How about gorgeous?
Did you see
I
my
can say a lot of things. I just-
I'll tell you this. I know her a little longer than half the people here, but I've seen she is gorgeous.
And she's very, very sweet, very nice, and very real. And
Yeah.
that's why I like her.
So what part of Canada?
she is she is
Ontario or Ontario.
fine AF.
Well, we're not gonna be that shallow. She's also a very, very, very nice person with a big heart and a keen mind. That's why I like her.
And
So-
good taste in alcohol.
Oh, what did she drink? Oh,
She'll drink anything.
oh, she's Toronto.
Toronto.
I'm closer to Manitoba. 4 hours from Manitoba.
I may be old, Shernette, but I'm not blind. You are a very pretty girl, honey.
Well, and I will say this for Shernette and Alex, the Canada is bigger than the United States.
Well, our province it would take me to get to Toronto from where I
Right.
am. It would take me 18 to 20 hours to drive there.
Right. I'm just saying. Well, we're about 22 hours across.
I'd rather
you know.
have a bunch of Canadians up here than a bunch of Texans.
Now, where people live, we can debate. We can debate over where, you know,
How about a guy from New Mexico?
where habitable places are,
That's
or
okay.
whatever. But just the landmass of Canada is bigger than the United States. Yet, when we meet people from the U.S., we're like, "Where are you from?" "Oh, I'm from California. I'm from Ohio. I'm from Texas. I'm from North Carolina. I'm from Florida." And in our minds, we differentiate all that. But you Canadians, you're all in one big blob of ice. That's how
Yeah.
the typical American visualizes.
When I used to play hockey in St. Louis, and then we'd go down to Nashville, and then we'd play hockey in Kentucky, Owensboro, Kentucky, people actually would ask us, "How did you enjoy the ride down here?" We're like, "What do you mean, on the bus?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, like this is first for a motorized vehicle for you, right?" And we're like, no.
No.
Like, don't you take dog sleds to the border and then get into motorized vehicles? Or like, no. It's like, this was years ago, mind you. This is when I was like 13, 14 years old. But it was funny because they actually thought we were an ice cube that just came to the
Yeah.
border. And you guys had everything. You guys had all the motorized vehicles and everything.
Is Alex talking?
Yeah.
Was
Why?
he frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
frozen.
All right.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought my
frozen.
eyes were messing up.
Or
I'm
either
surprised.
that, or his finger is a microphone, and his lips don't move much.
Yeah. I better not
Uh,
be frozen.
You are
Yeah, you're
frozen.
frozen.
Either that or
You're
you're
frozen.
or what is that? I can't say it.
You're frozen. We hear you.
What?
Yeah, we hear you fine, but you
We
look
hear
like
you,
this.
but you see, you're not
I'm
moving.
frozen?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can hear you, but your lips ain't moving.
Look, I was reverse Alex. All right, I'm gonna bring him back up. There we go. Yeah, you were frozen like this.
It's weird that I don't see it frozen here because I see everybody moving and me moving.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it's frozen.
Yeah. And until you see it, until a lot of people tell you and you think you're okay. But when they show you that you're frozen, then you know you're frozen. You're fine now. You're fine now.
Wow,
you?
that just proves that they're pumping the internet into Canada, huh?
That's what happens.
Yeah,
There's
boy,
two- there's
they're
two
really pumping
Canadians-
that shit in there.
There's 2 Canadians in here now. That's what happens. They're cutting off our internet. You're like, you're on lockdown, you guys. Like, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
You know what? I'll tell you this. I've been to several places in Canada, and I will say this, and I'll try not to piss off Americans, but they have better food in Canada than we have here. By and large, block to block, square foot radius, you can eat at better restaurants in Canada than you can in America.
Oh, you mean like
it
Tim
depends where you
Hortons?
go. I want to say
It
that.
depends, but I'm talking
If you
about
go to
Toronto,
Montreal-
I'm talking about Edmonton, I'm talking about the bigger places.
Yeah.
Man, square foot to square foot, you can find. I mean, shoes.
Yeah.
Here, it could overwhelm us. You can't give us too many choices because then we
No.
don't know what to pick. But in Toronto and other places and
Oh,
Edmonton
yeah. You can
and all
name-
that, they're like, no, we're going to flood you with it all.
You go to Toronto and that you could sit back and just sit down on a park bench and figure out 10 different cultural foods, and you could find a restaurant for every single one of them. Like
Within walking distance.
yeah, like that's what I like. Where I am, we're a small town up here, based just north of Minnesota, and it's like no, we don't get that. But when I
Yeah.
go traveling, when I work, as I work for a gold mine, so when I travel to different meetings and stuff, Toronto's, Montreal's, and whatever. Oh, the food, that's all I do is eat. Like, I almost never touch a bourbon when I'm gone. I eat food. Like,
Yeah.
so nice.
Oh, the French food. Oh my God, the French cooking. Because I do a lot of French stuff at home. French cream eggs, souffles, things like that. I cook. I'm a foodie.
Yeah, I like.
But man, it is so tight.
Yeah. No, that's why if you ever get a chance to go to Montreal, oh, everywhere I ate there, man, the food was amazing. It could be from just a freaking, what do they call it? They have they're known for smoked meat. Like it's almost like a pastrami sandwich, almost. It's like the best thing you've ever tasted. And poutine.
Oh yeah, poutine.
I'm sorry. At that point, no. I could get on board with the cheese curds, but gravy on my fries, no.
Yeah,
What?
I wasn't a huge fan.
You do white.
I was not a huge fan of poutine, but the duck confit, the freaking souffles, all the stuff, and I mean, but you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay $100 a plate to eat, but it was amazing.
There's a place in Montreal called Paris Crepes. So crepes, like like a pancake, but
Right,
thin.
yeah.
Oh my god, it's just amazing what they do. Like they're like small pies. They end up they're like you'll get an apple crepe or something like that. It's like,
Yeah.
honest to God, that thick because they fold it over. It's like pie filling inside these crepes. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Amazing.
All right, Alex is talking. He's in charge. I gotta go pee.
Oh.
Welcome to the Canadian show, where my internet obviously cannot take Americans. Although my internet's like amazing. I'm not amazing up here. So,
what's the type of internet speeds do you guys get there?
Right now, I sit about 600 megabits, so it's not horrible.
No, it isn't. It shouldn't be.
No, I don't. I don't know what happened there. It must have just been something, because I hardwired my computer. I'm not sitting on wireless. So most of this group here, I know Jody is a bourbon person, and Panda, I know you have bourbons, but are you guys more? Are you more beers? I noticed the other night there was like a lot of beer.
On my channel, I am gaming, drawing. On my channel, that is. And mixed drinks and really inappropriateness.
Oh, so Kathy's part of your channel?
She has been on my channel.
I'm not a part of nobody. Nobody. They just let me up, but I'm not part of nobody.
No one ties me down.
That's right.
On my family channel, the one that's mainly my daughter's.
For heat.
It's my daughter's and my husband's. It's spicy.
Oh yeah, I guess
spicy growing peppers. We've actually got a video I got to finish editing of my husband trying a Bourbon County Stout.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's your channel then? I'll subscribe.
That one is The Hunt for Heat.
Hunt for Heat.
As a matter of fact,
The Hunt for Heat with Mike Hunt.
No, it's just The Hunt for Heat.
But it is with Mike Hunt.
But yes, it is with Mike Hunt. So
yeah. Sorry, now that I know that.
Hey, it is crazy enough that I mean, he's really chill with it.
Yeah. But I mean,
after 20 years in the Army, he'd have to learn to be. It's funny enough that when we went into the new vape shop, I was in there and setting up the rewards, and I'm like, yeah, I think you need to card him because I don't think he's old enough, because I had been cracking back and forth with the girl that was waiting on us, and as soon as she pulls up my husband's ID and looks at it, she just starts cracking up. I'm like, oh, she gets the joke. So yeah, it's.
Will the real Mike Hunt please stand up? Please stand up.
And I do not go by Mrs. Mike Hunt. So
misses my cunt. He misses my cunt.
Yeah.
I also own a vape shop too. That's why I'm always vaping. I actually own one. My wife actually runs it. I just own it.
Well,
I'm just the face for calendars.
Well, see the internet I get here is from Comcast, which is now international.
Okay. Yeah, ours is Rogers.
Rogers, did you know if you look at all the same equipment that they have, we have it here too.
Yeah. Well,
Where are you at, Raven?
New Mexico.
Oh.
Nueva Mexico.
Yeah, most of the crap in technology is made in China, so we all have.
That's true. That's true.
I've had friends that tell me that they have like 1 gig. Like,
Oh, I'll tell you this. I have
OG-san got a gig.
Yeah, I have more than 1 gig than what OG-san has.
that's unreal for speed.
Really? Because what do you have?
I have 1.2 gigs.
Wow, they did the 0.2 on you.
Mhm.
That's like, do you want to get hit in the head with like a hammer or a bigger hammer?
It was a bigger hammer than.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
Guys, before you start talking about this, Kathy's in the room, so don't talk about your hammers.
Okay, but
I just wanted to
Kathy
tell
loves
you-
it when we talk about our hammers. I'm just saying.
Mr. Alex, I just wanted to tell you I am somewhat of a member of the round table, and I am the sex ed teacher there.
Holy. And I do prostate exams on the side.
Well, her name is Kathy Bates.
Yes.
Bates.
And we see how that went for Paul in Misery. So
I seen that.
She'll crack your shit.
The movie with where when I tell people watch out for the sledgehammer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said she uses these little bitty boards and she puts them on each side of your boys, and then she uses a little pea hammer to hit them. I was like,
No, the big hammer.
well, that would, yeah.
Right across the legs.
She doesn't want to destroy them.
No.
She's searching
just
for
wants
the big
to
hammer. She's searching for
tantalize.
the big hammer. That's all I heard tonight.
Well, see, you just gotta see. You gotta see the movie. It's.
I know. I've seen the movie.
I know what hammers are. I know what
book is actually
axes
the
are.
worst.
Yeah.
We used to-
Shernette, are you going to come up here or what?
We used to cut down trees and
There's really
split
nobody.
wood.
No doubt.
I mean, this
I
is
know
all
how to swing a
about
hammer.
being up here.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what to tie knots, tie people out.
Yes. Oh, well, there you go. What do I have, Cindy?
Uh-oh.
Cindy's no
she
comment.
has a craft room.
Oh, knitting needles.
Craft
Dude,
room.
watch out for knitting needles, man. You don't want to mess with knitting needles.
Is it a craft room that's all happy and fuzzy, or more like Saw?
Yeah, so more like Saw.
Jeanette, you should come over to the round table sometime, honey.
I'm too short for your
You would
table.
have fun.
I'm too short for your table. We're good.
Oh no,
Oh,
no.
No, it's
No.
adjustable. It's adjustable.
It's adjustable.
Yes.
You know what, Kathy?
And the
I would love
cross.
to, but there's
And the
times
cross
in my
would
life I
you would
don't
look
want to
nice
scream
on
my
the
own name.
cross.
Kathy would make me scream my own name. That's the problem.
Not with the ball gag in it in your mouth.
Yeah, you can't really say your own name with a ball gag.
Yeah, and you would look just fine with on the cross.
Yeah, she would sit back and say, the safety word is this, but then there's a ball gang in your mouth.
The safety
Well,
word is always pineapple juice.
But also then that's when you come up with something else
Yeah.
that you have to tap or whatever. You come up with something.
I don't know. I heard something about beads or something one night. I don't know.
Oh yeah, anal
There you go.
beads.
Kathy,
Yeah.
Jeanette
That
just
makes
asked
you
about a special invite.
mispronounce your name like 15 times in a row.
Yeah, if you haven't knocked it If you haven't tried it, don't knock it.
Yeah. Kathy, you got
Yes, it is, Trinette.
It's an invite.
It's an official invite.
It's the Royals of the Round Table.
Yeah.
They usually do it on Fridays and Saturdays.
Royals of the Round Table.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. I'm doing a live tomorrow. It's our normal Saturday sip along, but it only lasts an hour, so I'm not going to step on anybody's toes.
Yeah, if you do something live tomorrow later, I'll drop on if you send me a link.
Also, Jay's
you're
doing.
cool. You're cool.
Also,
Sinead.
Jay is
You don't
doing
have
his
to
seed giveaway tomorrow.
Canadians are so polite. I tell you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, sure, Nat,
could
you could
be
be like
behind
Ben.
an
You could be like
icon.
Bourbon. He's always in bed and he has no shirt on half the time. He has his camera at him. It's like, hey Ben, put a shirt on, please. Bourbon's an awesome person, but he'll be like that. He'll be laying in bed with his camera. It's like, yeah.
You know what? If Shernette did that, my ratings would go through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not
Or
going to happen.
you would lose your channel.
Or something.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, what a way to go.
Trinette, are you going to come up here and visit with us?
No, not me. He wasn't talking about me. Bourbon, not
Jody, no, Bourbon.
Bounty.
Yeah, Jody with no shirt.
No, Bourbon.
Ben.
Yeah.
Actually, he's on in 5 minutes. He's going live with his VPub. So
Is it like a BURBBEN? Burb?
Yeah.
Ben?
BOURB. Yeah.
No. I mean, I could, show you my
Bourbon's
look.
awesome.
It's just as white. It's just as white as here.
Yeah, that's like saying with me, like to me, it's
Nah, he wouldn't get
I'm
flagged.
hairy like animal, but it's all white and fluffy.
you get
So
flagged.
damn fluffy. Yeah.
Yeah, Jody, you get flagged. You'd have to have a My Only's channel or My OnlyFans page with all of us. No,
I know, but you know what? It'd be a good flag. I would take it down.
Yeah, you're not monetized right now, anyhow. You can do whatever you want.
Nope. I can do whatever the hell I want, but I'm trying to get
Trinette,
monetized.
nobody really knows what's going on here.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get monetized.
we're getting there.
We're getting there.
Where are you at?
I'm just trying to get to the point that I have enough so I've got a community tab. That's all I want.
My whole thing is I've
I don't-
spent $35,000 on trying to build a YouTube channel
Oh, Jesus.
What?
over time. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
See,
I
I've
mean,
spent
these bourbons, did they buy themselves? No.
No.
Oh, is that what I'm doing when I bought all these to go to a channel? Oh,
Well, no, but I did it.
It's a tax
specifically-
write-off.
well, I wish if you turn into a business, yeah, you can make it as long. What is it? Somebody told me we were talking about this one night on either Whiskey Encore or Live Bar Whiskey. You, as long as you can prove that you are going to finish that bottle, then it turns into a tax write-off. Because if you're doing a review for it, and then that you're not going to be sharing with people and whatever, using it for your own personal benefit. But if you can choose that was just business use, then
Well, all this is business use. I mean,
Well,
look,
once you get monetized, don't you have to put it in your taxes?
well, and I'm not saying that I spent 30,000 on. I mean, the 4,000 of it went to this laptop. Okay, 2,500 went to that computer over there. Another 1,400 went to that computer over there. What about the lights? What about the sound? This road system I just bought. I mean, all of these things I do, the annual membership or the whatever you pay for Adobe Premiere Pro. And it's not the only thing. I've got thumbnail, Snappa. I've got all these monthly payments that go out. I mean, yes, I had to increase the homeowner's insurance on my house by $20,000 in case my house burns down. I can replace this shit. So there's no way. I'm talking about the biggest channels, like some of the bigger channels out there, don't even make 20 grand a year. I'm not looking for it for that.
Does the
I'm
insurance?
trying to. What's that?
Does your insurance say that those are flammable materials? That
Well, I didn't insure the bourbon.
oh,
I insured the computer, the sound system,
Oh.
the lights. I have a whole production studio here. You know, so
can you get like a business license, like Shernette had said? Can you get a business license?
well, I'm not monetized.
But I think you could still.
But can't you still have one though? Even
Yeah,
if you're
but
not
I don't care about that. I've had that before. I used to own a company called Forensics for Everyone, where I was trying to go around because I do computer security and I do forensics, and I was trying to go around. And as long as the parents gave me authorization, because they own the computer, I could tell them what their kids were doing online. It was a bad deal, and all I got was I was trying to cater to the parents to let them know if their kids were in trouble, and all I ever got was rich guys in Dallas wanting me to tell them if their wives were cheating on them, and I dissolved the company and moved on. I mean, they were trying to pay me $40,000 to tell them that they wanted me to prove their wives were cheating on them. They didn't know, and they weren't.
right, but they were believing it and they
But
just wanted to have
believed it,
proof
and
so they could
were
believe.
paying me to give them the evidence to take to court. And I'm like, that's not how this works.
Sounds like a private investigator to me.
I was a PI, yes.
So what it was is that they just wanted to get out. They were just wanting
Right.
to
They
have
wanted
something.
out. They wanted a reason out, and I wouldn't
Yes.
give it to them because and one guy offered me $100,000 to make up shit.
Oh,
Yeah, because
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it.
the laws there might be similar to here. So if you have adultery happening, then
Yeah.
you don't have to split things 50-50 and all this kind of
Dude,
stuff.
I followed this guy.
they used to do that.
I followed this guy's wife to her little girl yoga class, to the coffee shop with her other trophy wife group, to everything. She didn't cheat on this guy at all. And I told him, I said, look, I could lose my certification. You know, I mean, there's no way. But I'm about the truth. That's me.
Right.
I'm about the truth. And this guy tried to give me $100,000 to lie that his wife was cheating on him. I was like, nope.
I think I would have went right to the wife and said, "This is what's going on."
Oh,
He
I
wants
did.
to-
I did.
And he wants to pay me $100,000. So, and then
I
you'd say,
didn't go to
"Well,
her. I went
look."
to the authorities and said,
Oh.
this is what's going on.
No, I'm just saying I could have went to her and then she would have said, "Well, get the 100,000, we'll split it, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna turn it around, and I want to pay you to prove that he's doing it."
Well, I already proved he was doing it. to
Yeah.
him. And Shernette, yes. Computer forensics, I will find the truth. Absolutely, 100%. And that's what I do for one of the largest insurance companies in the world right now, is I find the facts, the truth. And that's it.
Bourbon.
You have to understand the computer, all the programming and stuff like that, and it's takes years to learn some of that too.
Took me about 25 years, but yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's kind of like, and I'm not saying nothing bad. Don't ever think that. I'm just saying that, like, Lone Star, him going to school and having it, they teach you so much, but that hands-on training is what really, really
Well,
teaches
I'm
you.
about to give Lone Star some hands-on training. You know, I just hired him, right?
Right. And I wasn't going to bring that up. I wasn't trying. I was just saying that he went to computer school and when he got his job, that hands-on training is really, really where you learn stuff, especially from the job that you like, what you have hired him to do, he's
Yeah.
really going to have to learn a lot
Oh
more.
yeah, he's doing data loss prevention, which is a very niche unit within my group.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's looking for data leaving the network, and he'll learn it. He'll
Right.
get there. You know.
But he's got the drive, and I know he
Oh
will.
yeah.
He
No,
will
he's
succeed.
yeah, he's smart. He's articulate. He can express himself well verbally, you know, and written. So he'll
Well, I mean, but just don't have him read anything because he has to read it like 4 minutes later.
Well,
right.
I'm not gonna no.
I'm
He
just
reports to a manager that reports to me.
Yeah.
You know.
And we all know that you didn't have anything to do with it, really.
Right.
No.
I mean, any of the tough hard cases, I take them anyway.
It's probably time consuming at times.
Oh my God, it's 300 hours. Easily 300 hours when I take a case and I have to be the lead investigator. I do not want to do that, but sometimes I have to because, you know, the state AGs are involved and all that, and they want it to go perfect. And yeah. But hey, we heavied the conversation. Let's lighten it back up.
You can put Bourbon's link in there. He's live right now doing a VPub.
Okay.
He's doing a VPub. He's got Big League Bourbon in there right now and Stahl from Livewire Whiskey.
All right, are we going to jump off of here and go over there?
Yeah, we should jump over. Go
Yeah,
hang out
let's
with
do
him,
it. Who's got the link? Who's got the link?
I don't have the. Well, I don't think I'm not a wrench in your channel. So.
Oh my God. Am I the only ranch in the? I'm the only.
Oh,
Bourbon. Let's see. BURBEN.
do channel. Go here. Why is it that hard to find him? Damn it.
I know, man. Make yourself easy to find. Come on.
I can copy the link. Well,
Yeah, put it in the private chat. Put it in the private
I'll have to
chat.
do it. Okay, I'll do it on here then. Hold on, I'll mute.
You type in bourbon and you get a shit ton of bourbon channels. Damn it.
Yep.
It's like when you're trying to find a needle in a haystack at times on YouTube.
Okay, I saw something pop into the private chat. So we are
Yeah,
going
it's the link.
to copy. And then I'll go to the comments. And this is Bourbon. And who's he with? Oh, you're muted. Alex is muted.
Yeah, so now he's got Shane from Storytime on there, Big League Bourbon. He's got Mike Stahl.
All right, well, let's go.
Because he
We'll
can
see you
take
guys there.
All right, see you there.
Yep.
Hey,
guys.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Panda, Kathy. I'll see you, Jody.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
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 I,
Here we are. What's wrong?
we're still live.
Yeah.
Jody didn't end the live. Oh, God bless. Jody. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to send Jody a Facebook message. You nutcase.
I know. What the hell? What
I
the
know.
hell?
Look, we're being held hostage.
I know. We're on an island. I thought I was an island of my own here, but now